Happy Thanksgiving. Cheers, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to all my growers and GROWMIES all across YouTube, man. I hope everybody spent today. Cherish the time that you have left with your loved ones. That's what Thanksgiving's all about, man. Cherishing the ones that want to be in your life and that are being in your life. And eating some fire food, man. Happy Turkey Day, everybody. Cheers. What's up, Arcane? Good to see you. That Hydro, Stanton, Syntax, everybody in chat. Good to see y'all. Dragon with Matches. Good quality. Loki. The Pepper Plug. WB. Stoke Smoke. Junkyard. Cheers, everybody. Headbutt that like button. You already know. We ain't missing a Thursday, man. Even if it's on, I think we did the last couple of Thanksgivings, man. Heather Rose, good to see you. I'm that guy. Cheers. Dr. Levy, Slovey, Q-Tracks. Who else we got? Y'all smoke that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit that on the way in. Let me get the link. Let me get some music. We're going to get this shit set up. Yeah, I hope everybody smoked a lot, cooked a lot, ate a lot today. I know I ate a good bit. My latest video, y'all check out my latest video. It was pinned at the top, but now the StreamYard link is pinned at the top. So y'all, open panel, y'all come on up. Let's see these plants. Let's see these grows. Especially, let's share this knowledge, man. Anybody have any questions about their grow, please feel free to come up and make sure they get their questions answered or asked.
Looks like you lost another one.
My bad, y'all, my bad. Alright, we got that. Hell yeah, Syntax. What up, Smokey? Cheers, y'all. So we do got day 50 on the 3x3. Lights just came on. We're at day like 12 on the 4x4. We got a light coming. RDJ Bones. I want to say something too. RDJ Bones having a fire fucking Black Friday sale, y'all. For $244 off Amazon. They got a good deal for a light, 720 watts. Check them out. Good Friday, Black Friday sale. Good deal, man. That's a good deal. Save you $1. You can use the discount code, but I believe the Black Friday code's a better deal. But check them out. They're having some good deals. All companies having some good deals. Make sure y'all check them out. All right, here we go. We're going to start it out with a bang. How to block light coming into tent Viva inline vent holes. You mean like the holes at the top of the tent? I mean, unless there's a light right there, but I got a light up there. I don't know if that's enough, unless you got some kind of beam. That's a good question, though. I've used pantyhose before. Yeah, so dab right here. Wife and I, Alaska Finest, cheers. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my old dab rig here. I think it's kicked the can on me. Yeah, that shit boiling water, man. That shit don't sound good. Uh, yeah, I mean, and he might have some light coming directly in. That's why I think it would be beneficial to even worry about it. Um, Let me check this out real quick. See, y'all see that I got a light right there, but I don't have any vent holes right there that I should be worried about. Be thirsty in here, I already know. We got so many weeds, it's ridiculous. Man, y'all thought I had a big swath before? You can't even tell I stripped them motherfuckers. Uh, man, you can't get in something like this. Oh yeah, they're vent holes. Sorry. What about just pulling the thing and closing them? You can't just pull the thing and close them. That's no one suggested that yet. How about you just pull the? What up, TN? Yeah, they do. What? Don't they have the twist ties or whatever it is? I forget what they're called. Uh, with the button and you just tighten it up. I don't know. Where's everybody at, man? Y'all hit that link at the top of the chat. Let's see these plants, man. Where these gardens at? It's Thanksgiving, man. Let's go. It's called a sock. You just put a sock on it. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, if y'all haven't seen my latest video, definitely make sure to check that out. Let's see here. Smoke that like button. What up, Sam Beverly? Hope everybody ate a lot of turkey today. Spent time with your loved ones. Slowly T, Sam. You tired? We'll come up. Oh, you're good. Keep tracks. Where's these flip with levels at, man? Well, I'm trying to let my laptop charge a little bit, but we're gonna show the grow. We're trying to see everybody else's grow. Where they at? Let's see. The grow under the stairs. Shout out to the grow under the stairs, man. Dude doing big things. Let's Yeah, it's starting to get cold. Not happy about that. Alright, let's see what is that. Alright, we're gonna go light this joint up. My laptop, I probably need to let it charge just another minute. Smoke that like button, man. Let's see these plants. What up, UK Med? Cheers to everybody in chat, man. Smoke that like button. We here, man. Let's see these plants. I wish they showed regular. What up, old school? I wish they showed not the format they're showing people's names. I wish they did it the other way. I don't like how they got all that. What up, Blue Moon? Welcome back. Happy Thanksgiving. Plants are curing. What up, Junkyard? Use a sock. It's called a sock hydrocouple. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. So on the front right, we got pink pebbles. Back left, we got pink pebbles. We got no joke number 2 in the front. We got no joke number 3 in the, number 1 in the back. Back right. We're killing it in here. Day 50. Another 6 more days. We'll be cranking up to 18.6. And they're starting to fall over, so we're starting to get some weight. They're thirsty too. I need to feed them. I should have fed them before, but yeah, we're in here. We out here. Didn't realize my fan was rubbing all that time. But yeah, we're here. We are here. The no joke. Fat nugs. This is that number 2. That silver pheno. Y'all hit that link, man. Pop up on panel, man. Let's see what y'all got. Let's see what y'all working with, man. Culver City. Even the lowers. Even the lowers. Killing it. We crushing it. I can't wait to smoke the no jokes. No jokes killing the game, man. Big Bros. THC Garage. What up, Jess Grows? Jack Beanstalk. 420 Medicine Man. Junkyard. Growmaster. I guess. There we go. Happy Thanksgiving. Y'all smoke that fucking like button, man. Good to see everybody here, man. Good to see everybody here, man. Yup, that's us. And then we got, I might as well show it. Lights just came on. It's crazy in here, man. It's fucking crazy. I tell you what, I just stripped that. Y'all see me, y'all watch it, bro. Look, just stripped it. Fucking 10 days ago. And look at the leaves. Look at them leaves, bro. They got greener though. They ain't getting light on me no more. That's for sure. Transition. We're kind of popping them. They popping them. We're gonna have some nice, nice buttons. They thirsty. I can tell they thirsty. Well, actually, I guess they just woke up. Lights came on at 7:30. Yep, right there, 7:30. But yeah, man, that's a lot of leaves, y'all. That's a lot of leaves. Oh, shit. What up, Carl? What up, Arcane?
Hey, brother. Cheers.
How's it going? What up, Not Sure?
Yeah, man, you wanted to see my harvest?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, we just swaz these. Remember, Carl?
Oh, yeah. They look great, dog. They look great.
Yeah, those things are beautiful, brother.
Yeah, everything's getting smothered by leaves, though.
Trim it out.
Oh, yeah.
Day 21's coming.
Saturday, I'm going to have to get in here.
What's Saturday? Today's day 12.
Yeah. Saturday.
Today. So why are you going to do it so early? Tell me that.
Because I'm going to get it started on Saturday. Because I'm not going to spend 10 hours.
Hey, babe.
Bro, you're not supposed to do it till day 20.
Can you come out here and open these for me?
I know when to do it.
Or hold this camera and I can open it.
But we be preaching to everybody when to do it, bro, and you're doing it at day 14, bro, at that point, or 15.
No, it would be day 16.
Well, today's day 12. So what's today? Tomorrow will be Friday. It'll be
That'd be Monday.
So Saturday would be 14, and we don't even. I would never tell anybody to do that, brother. Way too early.
Well,
You know it.
It's gonna be all right. Well, let me phrase that before you try to nail me on the fucking cross here.
I have to, bro. You know me.
You don't fucking have to
Here,
do fucking thing.
this whole thing.
Say that. You ain't gotta have to nothing. You ain't gotta have to nothing. The way this gets stripped is the way it gets stripped. It's getting a selective default on Saturday, and it will get the full strip on day 21. That's it. That's all it is to it. Let's see what Arcane got.
All right, here, keep on holding it. Well, brother, right
No.
here.
You just harvested?
No, this ain't just harvested, but this here's the Pineapple Daddy. These 6 jars are my Pineapple Daddy. I did a press on it. Not a lot, but just a little.
Get a press. Oh shit, look at that. That looks good.
It's about 2.5 grams.
Fuck yeah.
That's of this here Pineapple Daddy right here.
My bad, Carl. I didn't say it clear, and you just took my words kind of. I should have said it clear, and that's on me. My bad, brother.
That's that
bro.
Pineapple Daddy. That's that autoflower.
Oh, really? That's that auto, huh?
Yeah, that's all 6 of these.
That was from 2 plants.
Which was the 2 plants or 3 plants in one pot?
Okay, that's what's left of this one right here.
All right.
Moby Dick. I got 2 jars of that left. I gave a lot of it away. Showed some love to some other people that had medical cards, and
Fuck yeah.
but then of course I had to press it myself.
Look at that. Look at that. Fuck yeah.
If I can get it to the camera good. Turned into booter, man. It's great. This here's almost 3 grams right here. Now my well haze that I was smoking, which is this right here.
You can't see it.
You can't see it too good because it's black as fuck. But it's a cross of this here Moby Dick and what I'm about to show you next, which is the Super Silver Haze. Let me get this here out of here.
Man,
I love that reek. Oh, but we're getting some nice fat nugs.
sorry, I'm getting
Real
this around.
stinky. Extremely sticky. But this is what it pressed. I got 2 grams in here. Leo. Babe, I'm trying to keep the... Boom. I don't know how good you can see that. That's 2 grams of Super Silver Haze. And then the other one I had in there was this right here. The Banana Sapphire. And this really reeks. I don't know how well you can see that.
Oh yeah.
And I did the press on it.
Can't smell it, but damn, look at that. Fuck yeah.
It's about 1 gram. But yeah, and that ain't even completely cured. That's just only about 2 days cured. I just wanted to do a sample press on it, see what it was looking like. But yeah, it got some Banana Sapphire to smoke on. Some Silver Haze. Of course, the the well haze. You can see it a little bit. And again, Moby Dick. You want some of what before bed?
Well,
You want the well haze.
yeah.
Well,
That's Miss Amy's Grow. Miss Amy Grows 420 that I'm talking to, also known as Miss Amy's Creations.
Yeah, his well haze, that puts me to sleep. I love it.
Oh, there's a pineapple daddy. And then one last time on the pineapple daddy. Holy hell, fumble fingers. Good old Otto Flower did that. There it is.
nice.
That stuff is gorgeous.
You get a nice return out of that too. That's a nice color.
Yeah, I got about like 20% return on a quarter. So I'm not going to piss and moan about that. But right here, I got quite a bit yet to steel press and everything else. I got more jars for some other stuff whenever I'm able to grow it. Then, of course, up under here, my man, that's that Nug Smasher. That's what I pressed it with. Getting very high returns with it, so I'm doing something right. But there you go. I thought I'd show the love with what I got so far. Upstairs, we still got APH growing. Got 2 of those. They're sleeping. I got cream cookies up there that I won from OG Plant Janitor. So shout out to that man for that 42 Fast Bud with that cream cookie. And then I'm putting that up against some garlic muffins from some seedsmen. And those there are both autos. So that's the only thing I got going up there right now. But I got some big things coming for season 2.
Hell yeah. Sounds good, bro. Looks like you got a nice fucking collection of smoke on it for a minute. That you
Yeah, I got a little bit. You know, I still got to buy bags, but when I do, then I'll start doing 14-gram presses and shit like that, see what my returns are.
Right.
All right, brother, I'm going to jump back down in the chat. Thank you for having me up here. You know, you keep it rocking. You know, Carl, you're kicking it. You know, you guys keep kicking ass. You guys are badass. Love you both. Love the community. Hey, man, stay strong and happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe and keep it real.
You too, brother. Have a blessed night. Yeah, Carl, that's on me. My bad. Next weekend is Sunday. Next Sunday, not this weekend. Next weekend, Sunday is day 21.
Yeah.
But I'm still probably, knowing that I got all those leaves and bud sites are going to be blocked, I'm going to do a selective. I got to. A light one.
Oh, it's all good, man. It is all good, bro. Believe me, you know how we both are. Come on, man.
Yep. They're gonna be blocking some shit in another 5 days. They're gonna be big family funding.
Man, I mean, it sounds to me like you didn't take enough the first. Oh shit.
Oh, I did. I'm used to it. It was bare bones.
No, I'm just talking shit.
Bitches
all good.
So fast. You had a good Thanksgiving, though, brother.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Went over to the nephew's house, hung out for a little bit. You know, took care of the normal fucking life shit. How about you?
It was pretty good. Uh, me, my grandma, and my mom, we ate together and shit. It was crazy though. In the beginning, my grandma went missing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she fucking hopped in her car, and she's got Alzheimer's, so she hopped in her car thinking she had to drive here today to come to Thanksgiving. But my mom was going to pick her up, so we didn't know where she was. My uncle had called the cops. Yeah, cops had her not pinned down, but they had her surrounded. They didn't have they didn't have lights on or anything like that. They found her, you know. When my mom pulled up, there was cops there. It was cool though, because
Fuck yeah.
they helped find her quick. We didn't know where she was.
Fuck yeah, I get it, man. That'd be some scary shit.
Yeah, it was crazy because I was like on the way home. My mom's like, "Well, I can't find Mama. She hopped in her car. She's gone." It's like, what the fuck? No, we found her like an hour later, or like 30 minutes later, really. Yeah, my mom cooked fire fucking food. I'm full as a tick. The GROWZ looking good. The smoking good. Big ups to the homie AYOOO, man. Much respect to that dude.
About no one, that's right.
Let's go. We got
All that
6
motherfuckers.
chat, man. Where y'all at? Let's see these plants tonight, y'all.
Oh, that motherfucker eyeballs watching.
100% he's watching.
I guarantee you. I wish he'd jump in fucking Discord with us and chop it up, man. I love to talk to that motherfucker.
There
We
we
got
go.
some fire ass weed, man. I'll tell you guys what.
What up, Vision?
Yo, what's up, man?
Been a minute, bro.
Yeah, man, work got me tied up. Just trying to keep up, man. You know, I get these little days off every once in a while, but here I am. How's
Hey,
everybody? What's up? What's up, Carl?
Cheers, bro. Cheers, man.
life happens, brother. Good to see you, though.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here. I wish I could catch you guys before 7 because that's when they go to bed. You know what I mean? I got a couple.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
You can show them. I mean, 5 minutes of light ain't gonna do nothing.
All right, well, I'll show you a little something. I got these 37 parallel from Scotty. Oh, shit. Let me see real quick.
Press. You know how to do it, I'm sure, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all smoke that fucking like button, y'all.
Damn, y'all. Is that messed up?
Can you turn your phone sideways?
Yeah, that's that 37 parallel auto.
There you go.
And yo, she ain't give me but 21 days, man. But I got her in a 7-gallon pot. Maybe she'll outstretch this tent and I have to raise this light up.
Hell yeah.
But I was pretty impressed with her, man. I mean, the only complaints I have about it is she didn't give me any chance. She didn't give me a chance to do any training.
Right.
But I took where they at? This leaf right here. This leaf comes out in the beginning.
Yep.
It's a little big and it covers up some bottoms. So I removed those two and she's doing what she's doing right there.
Mm-hmm.
I also had some.
You can turn her out.
Well, nah, she's out. That's an auto. She's on for 20 hours.
All right.
So here's a replacement.
Trying to remind you so you don't forget.
Yeah. Appreciate that. This these are 37th parallel. Also, I had some Sundance Kid in here, but they all end up being males. Man, I had 3 of them in here, and I pulled them out of the pots, and I just dropped some seeds right in the same pots I had those Sundance Kids. So hopefully we'll see something out of them in a couple of days.
I know you got a monster around here, bro. I know you're about to show us something.
Look, let me go in here real quick. Let me see. These are the ones I'm afraid to turn the lights on. But
you ain't have to, bro. You're good. I wouldn't even. Yeah, that's beautiful. I knew there was something there like that.
No, I'm not gonna turn on the tent light. If this is the bedroom, so I don't close.
Dude.
That's beautiful. We see it. Perfect.
I don't close her up. I don't close her up because all I gotta do is shut the door when the lights go out. The lights out. It's dark in here.
I knew you had something in the house like that, bro. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Yo, but I do got a question for y'all. If I could give this like 2 seconds of light, I got a question. Damn.
You're good. Go ahead. You don't even need to turn the light on. We see it. Unless you got something going on.
Well, okay, you know how they start fading on the edges and then they come on like if it's purple or red or whatever?
Turn the light on, sorry.
Can you see that?
No, you're going to need to turn the light on.
Damn, yo, I'm not going to be able to show it to you. Because I don't have these on a...
You got a flashlight?
Let me see if I can get the flashlight from... Yeah, it won't let me operate the flashlight on my phone. Let me try to figure it out, and then we'll come back to it. But I'll tell you about it before I find a flashlight. These are actually fading a brown, right? It looks like brown, like a reddish brown.
Probably feeding too much, bro. That's probably what's going on.
Yeah, but it's just this one plant. These are all the same cultivar, but they're different. They're from seed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so just this one plant right here is showing me those tips and the edges that are turning brown, and it's fading just like the purple's fading on a couple of other ones in here. So, yeah, that's it.
Is it hydro?
Nah, I'm in soil.
Do a runoff check, bro. The first thing I would do is run straight water through it and make sure you know the pH that you ran through it. So document that, and then make sure it's like, is that living soil or is that something you're feeding?
It's organic soil. I mean, this is like my 5th or 6th run in some old ocean forest. And all I do is just re-amend it, let it cook for a couple of weeks until it's ready for the new, my final transplant on my next cycle. And I just recycle my soil that way. So I'm not bold enough to say it's living soil or none shit like that, but I'm not buying soil anymore. But yeah.
Well, I'd do a runoff and see how much is in there, just to see if it's low or if it's high. You know, anything's possible. A lot of times we feed heavy-handed, and it will lock them out.
Well, I'm feeding dry nutrients, dry amendments.
So you're just giving RO water?
It's not RO. It's dechlorinated tap.
Oh,
hey,
what's
yo,
the pH?
let me see.
What have you been dropping through pH-wise?
6.5.
Yes, I bet you they're just hungry at this point, bro. I mean, it sounds to me like you're doing everything right, bro. You know what I'm saying? The battery takes a while for shit to break down. It looks like nitrogen toxicity right there, bro. That's a nitrogen toxicity right there that curled down.
Well, the lights have been out for about an hour. But
no, the curl down, they would droop, but the curl down is. So did you just re-amend?
Last week. About 2 weeks ago.
So did you put a lot in there?
I did three tablespoons per gallon in a 7-gallon pot.
You know, and at this point, I would do a runoff check just to see where you're at in the soil, but it could be too much. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's hope that's all it is, because I can handle that.
You have CO2 in that room or no?
Nah, I don't have any
Okay.
CO2 in here.
Okay.
I'm just
Anything's possible.
I'm just running a better environment because it's indoors. And if it's hot, I can turn on the AC and leave the vent open. If it's cold, I'll just close the vent. You know what I mean? Just kind of temper the lung room a little bit. But this one right here, man, I'm at day 54. I'm kind of disappointed I couldn't show this to you sooner because the transition of this was awesome.
That one's almost finished, huh?
Damn, bro.
And these are Grandpa's cookies from I think these are Ethos. And they're all from seed. And
Great job on this one. You look like
yeah,
what the other one in the back looks like you might have fed.
looks like what?
You fed a little heavy on the back one. I could be wrong, but it looks like it.
Which one? Which one?
Yeah.
Is this one or this one?
The one in the middle, whichever plant owns that middle leaf. See
This
it?
one right here?
Nope, nope, in the back. In the back.
This one?
Yeah, that down. See that leaf? Whatever did that.
Yeah. Well, that belongs to this plant over here.
Huh.
Yeah, that one belongs to this plant over here. This one right here was feeding kind of heavy, and
You could
not
tell.
feeding heavy, but it was it seemed like it was hungry. You know, it was real hungry all the way through. But
Am I right on that, Carl?
What's that, bro?
Am I right on that?
I honestly, bro, I'm zoning out.
Are you able to hear me? Can you guys hear my line up with you guys?
So,
What up,
so
Chad?
I think what I would think is that if there was a possibility of heavy feeding, it would be in the center because the car would be higher. So when
Chad,
the car's higher, it would.
You got an echo or a
My
robot.
bad, bro. All right.
Drop down, come back up, brother. It'll probably fix itself.
yeah, I want to hear what he was saying about the center plant and the heavy feeding. Because I'm only going three tablespoons per gallon.
If they're curling under, something's up.
Well, the only one that's really curling, it seems to be this one over here.
Yeah, see that leaf to the left in the middle? That's what Paul.
Yeah, you talking about that one right there?
No,
that's
over.
nitrogen toxicity with that. So that 100. So can I show you something? Zoom in on one of your buds, bro. I want to show you something. I'll show you nitrogen tox. So get close to one of your buds. How many days are you in?
This is day 54.
Go over to the right a little bit. Let me show you something, bro. See how the
Just the
pistils
right?
on that? See how the pistils on that motherfucker are white and vigorous and trying to stand out, looking for some pollen.
Yeah.
Right.
That right there is too much nitrogen, brother.
Too much
So
nitrogen.
in your feeding, I like to know what the numbers are that you put in there. What's the numbers in the feed that you're dumping in there?
All right. The MPK values you talking about?
You got it, brother.
All right. Shit, I'm supposed to know this by heart, but yeah. All right, my flour is 394, and my shit. I think I finished off my. Hold on, I can find it. It's right here somewhere.
What up, guys?
What up, fellas?
What
How's everybody doing?
We got Chad. What's up, Chad? Testing 1, 2.
Test. My internet's dog shit.
Oh, you're good now. You're clear.
Yeah, my veg is 463.
So,
I tried to say earlier, maybe there's a possibility because the par is higher in the center, when you increase par, they'll uptake nutrients more. So if it wasn't displaying on the outside edges as much, it's possible that the light intensity could have caused it to eat more in the center. That's what I think from looking at it myself.
Okay. So maybe I'm running my light a little too hard.
Well, I mean, anytime that you increase the light intensity, it's going to eat more. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times you can slow things down or correct it just by kind of turning your light down for a second. That'll slow what's going on and figure out, what it is. In my humble opinion.
What up, Gr0w? Jeff, Wendy.
Okay. Well, I did switch up from Gaia Green. Gaia Green is like 444, and their flower is 284. This one's 463 and 3 something.
Then you could have just re-amended too much nitrogen.
That's 100%
possible.
too much. That's 100% too much. It
Yeah,
really
because
is.
you see the clawing across the leaf.
Hey, Chad, it's doing it again, bro.
Shit, I'm sorry. I got to come up and show. I just have dog internet. You guys
Good
have
to
a
see
good
you,
night.
bro.
Well, you're good, bro.
I'll drop over into YouTube. Thanks.
Good to see you, bro.
Good to see you, Chad. Have a blessed Thanksgiving, brother.
He sounded like he was in
Under
like
his
space.
My phone does that noise when my battery's about to die.
What up, Josh?
Chillin', how you been?
And great, honestly, bro.
Are those lights supposed to be off right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kill him.
Yeah, all right.
Thanks for reminding me. These, man, I mean, I wasn't too much worried about these.
We got you. You're good. It's only been a few minutes.
These I wasn't too much worried about because this day only.
Hey, Josh, I don't know if you was watching. I was showing this run that I cut down. I was talking about I was gonna weigh up in Discord what it was. I don't know if you had heard me. That bitch was over 3 pounds, Josh.
Damn, that's a fucking that's something to pat yourself on the back about.
Fuck yeah.
Man, I've done it a few times, but I definitely appreciate it, dog. I just I just wanted to share with you, man. Like, I had everything, man. I had my enzymes, my silica, everything. That shit, bro. When I tell you.
I've never hit 3 pounds, but if I did, like you said, I'd always be like, just like kind of like marinating in that shit.
Hey, man, the first time I did it, bro, I flipped backwards, bro. I was like, are you fucking serious? I recounted everything again. I had to sit back and sit down. Damn.
Fuck yeah.
You said 3 pounds of plant or 3 pounds of light or same thing?
I don't do that light shit because I got so many lights stacked in there and the plants overlap. And in a 10x16, I just do the whole yield because it's hard to one plant per light. It don't work that way.
Gotcha.
But that plant itself gave over 3 pounds. It was like 3 1/4, almost 3 1/2. I got to finish up the smalls. It's literally at least 3 1/4. Put it that way.
That's fucking nice.
For sure, bro. I tried.
Yeah, I wasn't here to listen to that.
Everything I share on here, man, it's like all you gotta do is write it down. You know what I'm saying? It's right here.
It's probably
I got no Patreon or none of that shit.
10x12.
Dude, I'm high as shit, man. I'm looking at myself on the TV, looking at myself on the phone, and listening to my Ravens. Listening to my Ravens playing in another room.
Off our own supply, man. We growing our own. Man. How much do you average per light? Can't answer that. I average about 4 plants per light.
It don't work that way down there, and I got all these lights that are different wattages and different size plants.
I say that because I got one
a full
light
canopy of lights
in a section. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, damn. I don't know why I thought this weekend was day 21.
Hey, Josh, the Mac did over 1 pound, bro.
The what?
The Mac 1 did over 1 pound. I've done a 1.5 pound offer before.
Still growing the Mac 1, huh?
Oh, bro, when I tell you, did you see me weigh up that bud the other day? That bitch was 6'2" on live, dog.
He's an oldie but a goodie.
I keep that shit to smoke, bro. That shit's fire.
Hey, LeVeLz.
How's your shit coming? What up?
Hey, when you were flipping one of your tents, and you were telling everybody, you know, a couple other people to flip their tents at the same time. What day are you in right now?
12.
Day 12. Oh, flower. Shit.
Yeah, I'm day 50 and day 12 with flower right now.
Damn, man, it was like a month ago. I thought you said that, and I had a tent that was ready to go at the same time, and I flipped it that Tuesday, that same Tuesday that you were talking about. But I guess I was ahead of everybody. I couldn't let him go on it.
Well, yeah, because there was a week. I prolonged it like a week and a half because there was a bunch of y'all who were ready to flip, and I wasn't ready. I still had stripping to do. I had to chop down the trap guard. Yeah, I had a bunch of shit going on, so I couldn't get it flipped in time. But
that tent that I showed you in the room, that's the tent that I flipped that week that you were talking about. Everybody flipped their tents the same day. I had to double check what day. Let's see, I'm at 20 seconds.
What up?
I'm at like day 34. Day 34.
Day 34. Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving, y'all.
Yeah, that's about right because I prolonged it. Happy Thanksgiving, Stoke. Yeah, I prolonged it like
that first one I showed you, that first tent. The first tent I showed you with the edges getting brown.
Yeah.
Well, man, I make a mistake every grow, man. I'm trying to learn every grow.
Well, what I heard is that you switch nutrients.
This was a while ago. Yeah, it's been over about a year.
Well, just remember, less is more.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that for sure this time.
Maybe get with an organic grower who really got that shit down pat and see what they feed compared to what you're feeding, and then base that, the statistics and the facts, base that, and find your median. You know what I mean? You gotta find your feed schedule or a certain way to feed these plants. You can't just be, I mean, I hate to say it, but just going in blindfold. I don't know anything about organics. Josh definitely could help you better than I could. But you did. It's dangerous because, I mean, you could overdo it easily. I mean, and being that late in flower, there's no saving that. You just got to rock those leaves to the end, you know?
Yeah.
I found a product that helps me out. A couple of products. One of them being calcium organic acid, so that helps with organics. And then there's another one called calcium bicarbonate.
Yeah.
So what happens is a lot of the times when people grow in organics, they use like oyster shells and gypsum. And those two things are inefficient at getting calcium into the plant. So if you use those two things, it could give you a little bit of an edge on the front load when you're starting the plants off. And then when you're doing everything else, like usually a lot of people they prefer not to use calcium nitrate in organics. And then none of that, even synthetic growers prefer to fall back on the calcium nitrate halfway in the flower.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to. That's what I said. It seems simple, but to me, adding a cup of this, and it's gotta be that cup's gotta be perfectly measured to the amount of soil that you got in the pot, and then it's just.
But see, it's actually, see, levels. It's actually that's kind of a mess because you have to weigh out or measure out your synthetics with your organics, with them being so time release. Like, for instance, like a guy a green bag is going to tell you, let's say, for instance, add a tablespoon per gallon of soil, every month. Well, a tablespoon, if you're using a 5-gallon pot, a tablespoon, it's about a quarter of a cup. You don't got to be crazy and actually sit there and measure stuff out like perfectly like you do with synthetics, where it's got to be 5.5 milliliters or this. With organic, you really can just kind of dump. I hate to say dump stuff. You have to have an idea of what you're putting on there. But again, to give you another example, a guy green organic bag of an all-purpose will tell you to use 1 tablespoon per gallon of soil every month. Well, then the next thing you know, you find yourself using 1 tablespoon every 2 weeks instead. And then all of a sudden you find out you're using 1.5 tablespoons every 2 weeks. And then you're at 2 tablespoons every 2 weeks. And you're all of a sudden you're quadrupling what the directions on the bag say. And I use, 3-4 times what the directions on the bag say, and I get away with it. But it's just, you've just got to be familiar with it. And then I don't really measure the stuff out, man. I do. I use like a quarter cup and a tablespoon, but I don't get accurate with it where it's got to be 5 tablespoons. You know what? A quarter cup is close enough. And, you can get through things that way with organic and synthetic. You don't.
But see, to me, that's just, and I hate to say it, I gotta say it because I can't sugarcoat it. To me, that's half-assing it. Because to me, I want to know what I'm giving that plant point for point. I want to know what that pH is. And let me rephrase that. I'm not saying, I don't want that to come off wrong. I'm not saying organics is half-assing it. I feel like, let me rephrase it, there should be more structure to it. As far as like you for sure knowing what you're putting in exactly, not a guesstimation, rather.
Well, can I tell you this? Can I tell you this? You might be able to help me more if I tell you this. I'm also using kelp and Superfly, that insect frax, which actually has a small amount of potassium, and it has a 2 for nitrogen. So I guess those other implements that I'm using are actually stacking my nitrogen. But like Carl was saying, it's a nitrogen toxicity, and
I can see it.
I don't know. I'm just thinking about that now. It's like I'm using the correct amount of veg and the correct amount of flower nutrients, but I'm also adding kelp. I'm also adding bone meal. This is just on the flower end because all of that shit's already in my soil when I'm in veg. Because when I transplant, the soil already has all that shit in there because I put it in there after I empty out my previous cycle. So when I
mix all my stuff, I pay attention to the numbers. Like if there's like something that has like a lot of nitrogen in it, I'm just a little bit more mindful when I go to put something else that has nitrogen, because there's different sources of nitrogen. And then when you're putting stuff when you're using stuff like amino acids, those are additives. But at the same time, amino acid is nitrogen.
He's in Vegas.
So should I do that like we do salt base or mineral base and go 50% until I start seeing the difference, and then kind of scale up a little bit?
Yeah, that's how I did it. I started off with organics with the lowest amount possible of like certain things, and I pay attention to the way the plants look. And then now it's to the point where I got to get my soil tested, and then there's no more winging it like LeVeLz said.
See, hey,
Yeah, I'm definitely winging it. I'm definitely winging it.
Yeah, man, because you don't know for sure. You can't tell me right here, right now. And I'm not knocking you at all. I'm just saying, reality, you can't tell me for sure, yeah, I'm giving my flour a week this at this much.
So the way I do it is what I was just talking
Tell me
about.
that.
So I do crop steering. So like I'm able to do what a synthetic grower can do as far as like crop steering, but I'm doing it with organics, like carbon-based nutrients.
Right.
Yeah. I
Vision,
really
I
feel
got
what
it.
you were saying about that calcium carbonate, because I had that shit in my Amazon cart and I researched it and I went to TPS, right? I think it's TPS. And I found the gray and blue label bottle. And so somebody went in my cart and bought something and it deleted all my shit. And this is what I found. Well, this ain't it. It's this one. And this is the complete, which actually is actually the calcium, the calcium nitrate.
Yeah.
Calcium nitrate. And it kind of blew me, but I had already ordered it and it was already on its way. So I just decided to use it anyways.
If you have
But
it,
I'm-
use it because you have it and it works.
Yeah,
Just
but I really wanted
sometimes
that calcium
They
carbonate.
say that calcium nitrate doesn't play well with organics, but it's definitely you can use anything you want. Like some people get too caught up in doing any one thing. Like you could mix the certain things without killing the biology.
For sure. That's why a lot of people go Synganic.
Let me ask you this.
They can do the organics and then they can take a bottle and they can feed readily available right here, right now to the plant. And they know what they're feeding to the plant. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm
Well,
saying
let me
the same
ask you this
thing,
question about
but
organic.
basically with the carbon-based nutrients, I'm saying the same thing, but I'm able to crop steer with carbon-based nutrients.
Are they available to the plants mineral wise faster than your traditional organics?
You talking about synthetics or what he's talking about?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
what he's
they're
talking about,
available.
the carbon based.
They're soluble nutrients. So yeah,
Yeah, they're
So do
liquid.
you have to feed more often?
They're
you
liquid.
can feed it. You can feed it once a month, or
Okay.
you could feed it with lower dosages all the time. But the purpose with me with organics is to not feed it a lot. To just give it water all the time because it's just easier for me.
Exactly. It's exactly what it's about. And Vision, I've been trying to tell you 3-4 times, you don't use fly frass during you don't use fly frass during veg. Fly frass is a high nitrate. It's a high nitrogen amendment. It has a lot of chitin and stuff in it, so it's great to use during veg because it'll force the plant to produce defenses against insects because of the high chitin amount in the fly frass. So there's a benefit there as well, but it's a high nitrogen, highly available nitrogen source for plants. And I never, ever use that in veg, or pardon me, in flour. Yes, I use it in veg constantly, and in my super soil, I use it in veg. It's top dressing all the time. But once I hit flour, I yank that shit from there, man. I yank that fly frass.
So let's touch on that. So when I first seen his plants, I seen a nitrogen toxicity on literally both plants. So with being said, this is why I say Stoked is a smart motherfucker. Me and Stoked talk all the time. He just answered the question why the insect frass on top of everything you're doing is nitrogen toxicity, whatever, locking your plants up with that. So take that right out of flour.
Oh, there he is.
Use it during veg. This stuff's amazing in veg. I use it. I love fly frass. It's not a knock on fly frass, but there's times you use it and there's times you don't.
And that's explaining why he's getting all that toxicity. He's going to get better bud. Everything's just going to be better overall.
But you got to be careful too, because I hear you talking about using calcium bicarbonate, and if you start using gypsum and you've already held up a bottle of CalMag, now you're going to be running into a calcium problem because you're double dosing it. You're hitting it with gypsum and you're hitting it with CalMag. If you just need a little bit of supplemental calcium as opposed to a full CalMag solution, I get it, but that's more of kind of like an amendment to me. or I use gypsum during my super soil mix, and then only if I'm seeing a calcium deficiency do I turn to the gypsum again. Because I water every time with CalMag water, and you've got to use. I think it was Josh that was mentioning it. Somebody said something about the fact that you have to be really careful with your CalMags. And that, TPS does have an organic CalMag, but the problem with your organic CalMags is they have no nitrogen in them, right? Or basically no nitrogen in them. And so they won't buffer your water. So it's very hard to pH, especially if you mentioned you're using RO water, you're going to run. You really can't use.
He muted himself?
Hey, I got a question. Do you think that could look like calcium toxicity?
No, it's nitrogen, bro.
All right. How would that affect it? How would it affect using a mineral-based CalMag if I'm also using like Neptune's Harvest? Because I do use. Go ahead.
It's the insect frass that's already in there is why it's doing it, bro. So once you take that out of there, you just pick your CalMag and run with that.
All right, I'm gonna definitely do that, yo. I'm gonna cancel my insect frass on my transplants, because when I transplant, my final transplant goes into a big pot. It's like 2 weeks, maybe I end up flipping the flower. So, and this is really happening like 1 out of 4 or 2 out of 5 plants in the tent end up like.
Can I tell you something about that?
Yeah.
You should be doing that like. There's a big problem with transplanting before flower. It's a misconception. I used to do it. It's worthless. You want the whole battery full of roots. You want the battery pack full of minerals, and you want the whole thing root bound when you go in. You want to make sure you done pack that bitch full of something to transition, and you have to feed quite often. But when you got all this new soil around there, there's no roots growing into it. You can't tell me when you pull that thing out that all that shit's got roots in it that's solid. It's not. So it's a waste of time to even transplant before flower, let alone 2 weeks. Let the whole root mass fill that whole pot out. You get way better results.
So transplant sooner.
Way sooner.
Well, here's the thing. I don't even believe in transplanting. So, and I've proved this, no matter what, this is not preference. This is the truth. Taking a plant from the cloner and put it in the biggest pot possible. With common sense understanding that that plant only needs so much water. You don't water the pot, you're watering the plant at that point. So I got a 15-gallon pot, it needs 3 gallons. No, you're just bro science in your way. That plant itself, let's have common sense, guys. Let's pour a little water around it. As she grows, we just add more water to it. You get a faster plant in a bigger pot. All this 1, 4s, 5s, all that's going to slow your plant down. If you need to, because of space, I get it. So if you want to see the best results,
every time they do that, listen, anytime you cause that kind of stress to your plant, same as stripping, you gotta have shake back, and that's what prolongs your growth.
Well, it's the root mass.
They shaking back instead of growing.
It's
you just
a waste of time.
Into a solo cup.
All right, so I'll go from nursery pot to 1 gallon to my final pot, which is usually a 5 or 7.
That's a waste of time.
I'd lose 1 gallon.
Fuck it, 1 gallon's a waste of time, bro. That's all bro science, dog. And I know you know what you're doing, but everybody misses the conception of it needs to be in this pot. No, it don't. I did it years ago with my super soils. I'd mix my soils up right here. Sometimes I'd have 15 gallons. See how big that bitch would grow versus everything else, and it of course would be the biggest plant in the fucking room versus my 5s and 7s. Believe me, that transplant shit's fucking bro science, you guys. It's just gotta understand how to water the plant.
I can't call it bro science, but it definitely.
Oh, it is. I learned so many years ago that transplanting is only to slow the plant down, not to get the plant to be ready to grow into flower or bigger and all that shit. It's just to slow it down.
House plants you transplant very frequently, and a lot of the times it's healthy and good for the plant, right? But that's also a plant that you're going to keep for years and years, not just for 4 months.
This is the only house plant that I smoke, so I can't treat this like a house plant.
You want me to show these plants real quick, LeVeLz?
Let's go.
Let's see these girls.
HaPPy, look at HaPPy, the no one, typing in. What? He was
Fucking
like,
eyeball. I knew he was
Just
there. I
listen.
know. Oh, that's the homie, man. He knows how I am, dog. I see his weed, man. That motherfucker grows fire. I guarantee
happy
it, man.
birthday. Space, it's your birthday? What? Whose birthday is it? What? Look at Cola City, man. Beer.
Yeah, I just stripped 2 days ago.
Cola
Those things are over 6 feet. They're over
Fucking
6 feet
still.
tall. So I gotta put my hand in here. I can't see the tops of them. I can't see what I'm showing you.
We
So
lost touch.
this is back there is Grand Marino. No, pardon me. Platinum Marino. Back there. That's Platinum Marino. That's Grand Marino right there. Come on, frame. This is day 25. This is 91 Cherries OG. And this one is Texas Gorilla. But
Shout out to Dad Marino.
the size of them stocks on the bad boys. We're getting some good stocks. I mean, you can hide lighters behind this thing. Adding a lot more silica. But yeah, those are 6 feet right there. Right there. And they're over that.
Still, he copying me, bro. You trying to grow lights and plants in the lights?
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I had to zip tie. The lights to directly to the poles. See all the zip ties in there. And I still only got 4 fingers till I touch the light. But they're done stretching, so I'm done. And Carl, to answer your question, my lights right now, well, they're actually on a 1 right now because it glares too bad. But it's set on a 6. But I'm also 4 fingers off of them, which is why I'm running on a 6 instead of a 10, because they're so close to the lights. If I turn that light up to a 10, I'm gonna burn them. And but yeah, they're pretty big, man. They're good size. Those are my first regs. I've never grown regs before, so Dad Marino sent me some to wet my feet with them. But they're coming along good, man. Coming along good. And that's all I got going right now, man. I got a clean flower tent, and I've got some stuff I'm popping that I'm gonna throw in there here in a couple weeks.
Cola City. Looking great, Stoke.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, that's those were in solo cups. Vision, those were in solo cups. And then I took them out of solo cups and I put them in 5-gallon pots and I vegged them for 4 weeks and then I flipped them. So, I don't do any intermediary pots or anything either. I try to go from, they were in nursery pots, like 1/4-gallon nursery pots, which are a little bigger than solo cups. But still, it was like, I don't mess around with the pots. It's just go from 1 directly to your final pot, and you're good to go. It's just, to me, it just seems like extra stress on the plant. It just seems like an extra step, and I'd rather put it in some really nice super soil that's been sitting there cooking for a month or 2, and then and just let them take off, and just the more root. I've noticed the more root bound cannabis plants tend to get in their final pot. The more root bound they get, the more they yield. Like when I fuck with the root balls after a harvest, it's like the more root bound that plant is, it's always the one with the biggest yield. And when I weigh the plants out into it, the harvest individually, that plant is always the ones that are just absolutely locked up. They just always have the higher yield numbers.
What are you feeding with? Are you feeding mineral based or organic?
I'm organic.
Really?
Actually,
They're using plastic or fabric?
Actually, that's not true. I'm synthetic because I use Cali Magic, and Cali Magic is synthetic. So that's the one synthetic product I use is Cali Magic, but everything else is organic. Yeah, it's all super soils, worm casting, fly brasses, kelps, you name it. I have a regiment that I go through with my plants. Very, very detailed, refined regimen. I use about 10 or 12 different things. But having said that, I've now started feeding, as of about a week ago, I started feeding Signal by TPS also. And so that's also synthetic. So I now have 2 synthetic products, Signal and CalMag. And so other than that, everything else is a pure organic grow though.
Let's go. Yeah, I got to feed here in a second.
I like being a lot of places, but this is a place that I feel like I can't act like I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm always learning something.
Hey,
I'm always learning something.
We ain't here to make you feel no type of way either. I want you I want you to always know that you come here, and I want it to be a learning lesson, not just you learning. I want people in the chat understanding it better too. You know what I mean? And not just chat. I'm learning too, because I don't really mess with organic, so I'm learning while you're learning. You know what I mean? We're all learning.
Yeah, and Vision, what I do is I use some living soil, right? And then I take living soil and I put in I buy the big bags. I put in Gaia Green all purpose. I store everything in kitty litter boxes, but yeah, then I use worm castings and I use Gaia Green all purpose. Then I add in a bunch of rock dust. I add in a bunch of charcoal, charred biochar, diatomaceous earth, green sand, superfly grass, and then I use langbonite and dolomite lime to balance it out with some feather meal, and that's my whole.
So
that's like my super soil mix.
So when you do your final top dress in flower, do you eliminate the insect frass then?
Yeah, I only use insect plaster in bed. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
What's up?
Well, that's cool.
How you doing?
Yeah, and then so like right here is 40 gallons of super soil that I just mixed up about a week ago. It needs stirred, and I water it in with, so I've got about, like I said, about 10 different things in there between the rock dust, and I get a lot of silica in there through my diatomaceous earth and my rock dust, but I still use a lot of silica, pure silica in there. And then I like to run, you got to put a bunch of microbes in there, right? Whether you're using Recharge or somebody else. And then, the soil I use has a little bit of aeration in it, already. It's a Gaia Green living soil. It doesn't need any more, but you still can go add a little bit more pumice if you want it a little more airy. But with the rock dust and your diatomaceous earth and everything else, it's a pretty airy soil. But you let that stuff cook, you get everything mixed together, and you let that stuff cook for about a month. You pour, you put about 10 to 20% water on it, and then you let it sit for about a month or two, and then you kind of check it and see what the pH is like, and it's ready to use, and then you throw your seedlings directly into a little nursery pot with that super soil, and biologically, because of all those microbes and enzymes that you've added, all of those nutrients are now broken down. So those 10 or 12 things that I just named, they've been sitting there cooking in that soil with all those microbes for a month, and then all that nutrient is just sitting there and just readily organically available for the plant. So as soon as you pop those little seedlings in there, they just take the hell off, man. They take off quick. Yeah.
Do you use a buffer like cocoa in the center of the hole where you put your seed, your germinated seed, or you go straight in the soil?
I grow with soil. I don't use cocoa.
Well, I mean, like something that doesn't have as much nutrients, for the brand new plant, the brand new seed with the taproot coming out before you get the plant above the soil. Yeah.
Nah, they need to get with the program. They go in that super soil, dude.
I heard
Fuck
that
no.
shit. I heard that
They gotta
shit.
get with the program. It's time for them to grow. As soon as they got a taproot going, they go right into that shit, man. Yeah,
Got you.
it's
Got
time.
you.
It's time for them to start growing. They need to get with it. It's an organic grow, right? You know, and it's not like it's a salts based with synthetic where I'm sitting there controlling. Yeah, with something like that, I'd start them off really kind of, you know, a lower end, maybe 25%, and then work my way up to 50 or to 100. But with organic, you can't do that. It's there or it's not. You know, you can't turn the nutrients on or off. You
start wide open in the right environment, brother. That's what it's about with the cocoa perlite. There is no half, quarter. Start wide open.
Well, there you go. Okay.
That's the one. Okay. It's a misconception. It's full control. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's what I do. That's what I do with organic too. Yeah.
You don't want to feed too much EC. You definitely want to be smart about it, but at the same time, yeah, it's just it's preference at this point. You know, living soil is preference versus organic or versus what I'm doing. Like what I'm doing, I mean, I've played with a lot of stuff and I've never seen the response like I get out of this. You know.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like it's pretty unanimous then. I mean, it's like whether it's synthetic or whether it's organic, you know, you really got to go for it. They need to get with the program, you know, and that's kind of how I view it. So I put them straight in that soil, man. You know, I've had situations where I haven't had super soil cooked long enough. And it's like, oh, fuck, you know, I don't think it's been sitting there cooking long enough. And then so I've had situations where I've taken some HaPPy Frog and like used that in like the nursery pots just to give the super soil a little more time to cook. And then they go directly. But preferably, I like to put them straight in the super soil.
I was surprised to hear you say that you stopped using the insect frass in flower because most guys like to use that for the response with the plants, start creating more trichomes and terpenes as a defense mechanism because they attack the soldier fly larva that's fly, you know, in the insect frass. So it's the plant to respond by creating more trichomes, more terpenes to defend itself, but it's really not for attack. So it's
correct. But that shit in response that it elicits, from everything that I've heard and read, more importantly that I've read, so I'm just saying it's not just, you know, word of mouth, but I've read a lot of papers on it, and it specifically states that once the plant starts to produce those hormones and the defense mechanisms through that chitin, then what ends up happening is that lasts for like a year. It lasts for like a long fucking time. And so there's no need to keep reapplying it. Once you force that plant to start responding because of that fly frass, it's done. It's already producing those hormones. So everything I've read says you yank it during flower because you've already done what. Yeah.
Well, no, that's interesting though. But when the plant starts depleting it though, that's interesting because it starts using up all those nutrients in the soil and you don't add any more, then it feels like
But that's what I'm saying. From what I've read, it doesn't deplete. It stays in the soil for over a year. Is what I've read.
The insect frass.
The point is, man, that if the plant, I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate you sharing that with me because I never heard that side of it before, right? When I think about that, it makes me think, well, if that happens, what happens when it runs out of the insect frass in the soil and it stops uptaking it? Now it doesn't think it has the insects in there. It you know what I'm saying? It's still, you're saying it's still going to keep producing it. That's pretty cool, man. I never heard that before. So yeah,
that's what I've read, and that type of stuff. The stuff I was reading specifically came off of the Guy Green website too. So it's not like it was just off some form, but then I did go through and research through a bunch of other places, and it did say that it lasts for a long time. That you obviously the nutrients will deplete out of there, but the plant doesn't eat up all that.
No, I just figured, like, when I was thinking about that, when you said that, I was like, well, what happens when it uses up all those nutrients in the soil and then the plant doesn't still get that attacked by the insect frass, soldier, black fly soldier larva, right? Then would it stop, producing those, put energy into producing a defense mechanism. But you're saying that no matter what, it's going to continue for a year, even if it depletes all the soil. That's interesting. Thanks for sharing. Appreciate it.
Hey, Lovely, can you hear me?
Hey, LeVeLz, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, this is not sure. Hey, I think with organics, I think the best way I learned a bunch about it is, I think first following like Jeremy from Builder Soil is a great example. I think that when he talked about the Coots mix and broke that down, I think that method made a lot of sense, because with organics, it's knowing what supplies what. It's like you hear all these things, this gives calcium, this gives nitrogen. Learn those things, because a lot of times it's not always using everything. Like Carl and a couple other people touched on it. You don't want to compound using stuff that you're doubling up on. So like learn what supplies what.
Exactly.
So learn what supplies your nitrogen, learn what supplies your phosphorus, and learn what supplies your potassium. And a lot of times in a lot of the stuff that you'll use, like supplements, like mineral stuff, like the salt and gypsum and frass.
Another huge part of the organics, in addition to learning what it provides, you need to with organics you need to learn how it operates. With synthetic, it's all biologically available to the plant. Let's say, for instance, you're using worm castings in an organic world, which is whatever, a 100, 200, something like that. It's a nitrogen base, right?
Yeah.
If you're using worm castings, that stuff is all really readily available nitrogen. It's quickly available to the plant, right?
Okay.
But if you're using feather meal, for instance, which is a pure nitrogen source, feather meal is a 1200, pure nitrogen, right? But the deal is feather meal takes a good 3 to 6 months to start breaking down before it starts to become biologically available to the plant. So with organics, you have to look at short-term, medium-term, long-term.
Well,
so when I'm adding nitrogen-based components into my super soil mix, I'm putting in a short-term nitrogen, a medium-term nitrogen, and a longer-term nitrogen, being in the feather meal. And the fly frass is more of a medium-term, and then your worm castings is more of the short-term nitrogen. And so that way you have kind of and there's more to it than that. But the biological availability is a big part.
That's some of the basics. Is not just what supplies what, but also how that supply from wherever it's coming from breaks down. Is it readily available? A lot of times, the big thing with organics too is not just what it's supplying, but also what grade is it. Is it granular? Is it microfine? Because a lot of those things will determine how it reacts and breaks down. So a lot of times you talk about the battery, it's like if you have all these things in your soil and you talk about, okay, then add the beneficials, and the beneficials will do the work on that. So a lot of times with my auto pots, I just have everything dry amended, and the only thing in my reservoir that I have besides the last final top dress before flower is I add BioAg Full Power. So it's a high quality humic acid supplement to help break down and make what is there even more available. So it's understanding how these things work in this battery. It's not just, you talk about, hey, you're using your CalMac, but I'm organic. And it's like, well, if you're kind of working the organic battery properly and understanding the process, you don't have to add it unless it's something that is some strain or something that might have a little higher demand or something, or you just have an instance where you just might need it from, all your breakdown of what you're doing. So,
So I just kind of wanted to, I kind of got distracted earlier. So like I use what's called calcium organic acid in the beginning, because I find the oyster shells and the gypsum rock to be a slow, inefficient release, and the efficacy on the other calcium helps my plants out when they're starting off.
Okay.
Oyster is definitely a slower nitrate, yeah. Absolutely.
Well, it also depends how you do up your media mix too. A lot of times you can, with these days those bins you can get from Home Depot, you can do a prep of 2 cubic feet of soil, 3 cubic feet of soil easily.
Yeah.
Have that stuff that slow breaks down by adding
Absolutely.
the same thing you would add to your plants with those beneficials. That's why I always, when I transplant whatever or start my mix or start the plants or clones I transplant, it's like I always mix up and then I add the same beneficial mix I would add when I'm adding beneficials to the drench mix to that free soil mix. And then the longer you let that sit, not necessarily longer, but let it sit for proper time, as who I'm talking with right now also understands, it's like that stuff will get to work on that. So it's not like, hey, I got to add this in the beginning. It's like if you have your mix done up properly, you can prep for all this. It's not just, hey, mix on the go and then bam, bam, bam. If you do it right, you can do some prep work, which involves a little work beforehand, but that's where it serves you later, where you don't have to give immediately when it needs, because if you get it kicking properly, you don't have to give it when it needs. It gives itself, as long as you don't overwater, underwater, screw up with pH, which a lot of times those few issues are the major cause of most other issues. It's not like what's hey, look at my plant, what's wrong with it, what's it lacking? It's like, well, like I always reinstate what Chad Westport said. The answer doesn't start with, well, it depends. It depends is what's your environment, when did you last fertilize, when did you last water, what's your schedule, are you lazy on your grow, did you have some problems, ... That all comes into play. Time of season, time of year. It could be middle of winter in Nebraska, and it could be middle of summer in Phoenix. It's like what advice I give you totally is dependent. So all these factors, it's really
genetics.
Exactly. And then still, even the people that understand it a little bit, I still have my fucking problems, and still, oh, what's this that's causing problem? Oh yeah, that's right, I got lazy and reused my rice, holes for top dressing and maybe transferred something, or it all goes back to, hey, I reused my soil or something. It's like, well, it could be that instance. Was that the weak link? It's like, well, it could be. So it's like, you can't go
and not only that, like sometimes people could be adding in like amino acids, like a additive, and not realizing that by doing that they might be adding too much nitrogen, like we were.
Well, exactly. Understand.
Earlier.
I think the most I learned was when I started working. I grew up for many years before, but I think I learned the most when I started working at a hydro store, and when I really had to start telling people, oh, hey, use this, or this supplies this. It's like, I should know what I'm talking about, and like look at the back of the labels and look up on YouTube and look up the MSDS and the safety sheets and what's contained.
If you're using a product, you're using a product on your plant, and okay, this is the engineer speaking, but if you're using a product on your plant, and my belief is that you should go to the company's website and you should get the information they have on it, the feed chart. You should get they'll have a 2-3 page thing that says what it consists of and what it's used for and how it operates and what it does. And then you shouldn't just take their word for it. You should go out there and Google gypsum, for instance, or dolomite lime. What does it do for my plants? And get a feel for what it really does, and not just from the manufacturer's website. But yeah, you should read the product and know, because when you read that, then you understand, more importantly, how the different things interact together, or if they don't. Or
where you should look if you have issues. It's like, well, if I ask somebody, hey, I'm having this problem and I water it and my leaves all of a sudden like blah, blah, blah. It's like, well,
first place you should go is the manufacturer's website. Yeah.
Or just, are you using well water, or are you using RO water? Well, I'm using well
that's
water.
Another
like, well,
great
you haven't
point,
tested. It's like, well, if you don't test, well, I've had customers come in that say, hey, my ppm of my well water is 800 and my pH is 8.5. It's like, and you don't know until you test it. But if you use it,
my city water here,
it gets okay. You'll never know. So
my city water is 450. My city water is 450. On a good day, 9.8. On a bad day, 10.2. Yeah. But so about 400, and it's the city water here in Kansas City, and it's bad water, which is why I run RO water, and I run down to about 2 parts per million. So I have to be a water scientist in order to, and so I use RO water with organic, which is really fucking hard to do. You really almost need to go synthetic when you're running RO water.
Well, then you really, all those micros you're not getting from the city water that you took it in for granted that were like, oh, you remove them and then you start having issues where like, oh, I'm using RO water, I should be great. It's like, well, technically you're pulling yourself back a little bit, you know. So
you guys are talking about the soil system, but the enzymes. You know, I heard somebody mention amino acid, but when you have a lot of enzymes. And I don't mean just adding enzymes. You got to have stabilized enzymes in the soil. They already got to be established, right? When you have a lot of enzymes, they act as a catalyst that speeds up the process, right? It speeds up all the compounds and makes them smaller so that they can be broken down, and that, you know, like phosphorus and magnesium and all these stuff, that all the microbes in the soil, like fucking. Excuse my language. They make it easier for the nutrients to become available to the soil.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like a big thing. If you don't have the enzymes and the amino acids in your soil, it ain't gonna matter what you put in there. It's gonna take forever to break down. Like,
no, the reality is, it's actually deeper than that. The microbes in the soil.
Man, can I finish talking? Why you always cut everybody off, bro? Can't you wait?
I'm sorry, buddy.
Damn. Go ahead, man. It must be important. You had to cut me off. Go ahead and say what you.
The microbes in the soil actually feed the plant. If there's no microbes in the soil, the plant can't have food. The excrement of the microbes actually feeds the plant. So yes, the microbes are extremely, you know, and so I was just fine tuning a little bit of what you said, but if there's no microbes, it's like the plant can't eat. The microbes are super important. Like what you're saying is extremely important.
You'll often hear a lot of people in organics say you feed the soil feeds the plant. Feeding the soil, providing the microbes, providing the mycorrhizae, providing the correct balance of aminos as well, because aminos are like micronutrients. They're like chelators, so they're not like, they don't supply the major NPK, even though they might have some in there, but the way they react with other nutrients makes other nutrients more available. So it's understanding like your basic NPK, what's your major nutrients, what's your micronutrients, what's your supplemental stuff, understanding beneficials, understanding that stuff, which Stoke understands what I'm saying, but it's.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I want to interject on the microbes part.
Yeah.
You don't have to have living microbes, because the soil enzymes come from various sources. The dead microbes that are, you know what I'm saying? So it's not just living microbes. All the dead microbes also. So just to make that note, a footnote in there.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Yeah. But, you know, I'm saying throughout the life cycle of the plant, obviously the microbes need to be like it's the point you were making. The microbes have to be, you know, they have to be there sustained through some duration of the plant's life in order to, you know, it can't just be there on day one. You know what I'm saying? They got to be there throughout it. It's got to be sustained.
Well, if you do the system right, you can inoculate early and provide stuff that helps feed the microbes without having to waste your piggy bank on giving recharge every watering, because even though you think it might benefit it, you might also be wasting a lot of stuff where it's like, dial back your nutrients a little bit. Sometimes you might think like giving, and sometimes the giving is not giving. Sometimes back off your lights that at least look a little unhappy. Don't always think, oh, they may need a little turning up. Sometimes back them off. I've done that, and I don't think I've ever run my lights more than 50% because I don't supplement CO2 and I don't have to hot rod and produce whatever. So it's like it works, and I like a low electricity. So a lot of times you might find that sometimes that restraint kind of goes along. Sometimes try it next time. You can always try it next time and give it more, but try it one time where you give it less and see how it reacts. Like you said, look at your leaves. Your leaves will tell you everything. If they're under curling, if they're sticking up, if they're.
I think one of you guys said earlier, basically the goal is to try to get the perfect amount of amendments and biology in there and not have to touch it after that. Correct?
Exactly.
Well, you got to the leaves. You got to watch your leaves and watch your plant. You know what I mean? You can't just. You have to make sure you got it right. To make sure you got it right, but. Yeah, that's usually after guys have had their soil dialed in for years that they can get to that point. It takes guys a long time, to get to that point sometimes. So don't get discouraged if it doesn't happen right away. Just keep working.
And a lot of that depends too. Are you reusing your soil? Are you doing a new mix every time? Are you throwing it back, using it in your beds, and pulling it back in from outside? That's like a lot of those issues I heard of people before, like, oh, hey, I'm having issues, or I put some soil outside and I brought it back inside. It's like, there's your weak link right there. It's like, is it possible?
Once it's outside,
like,
it stays outside.
Possible that's the issue of the problem.
Everything that goes outside, listen, everything that goes outside should stay outside. You should never, ever veg a plant outside, bring it in. You should never flower a plant outside and then bring it in. You should never never bring outside anything inside. Ever, 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 ever.
Yeah, not without quarantine at first. You might have to do it for something if you're working
on... fuck all that. You
quarantine.
shouldn't even do that. I mean, if you really have to save a genetic island,
right, that's just quarantine. If you have to do that.
I understand.
I did that stuff with some house plants once, and then a long time ago, and learned the hard way that you got to quit doing that because every time they'd bring bugs in the winter, I'd bring stuff in around this time of year, and then I'd end up with like fucking bugs in my indoor greenhouse. They're just house plants and stuff. But.
That's why I had to get rid of my San Pedro cactus inside because I think they were harvesting or something like that. It's like they just like fuck this.
Yeah. It's stupid rookie mistake. I didn't know any better. This is like 6-7 years ago. I can't even remember what plants they were. It's like, oh, yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Yeah, you should never bring it outside.
What up, everybody?
No, that is a good rule to live by. Don't bring stuff outside.
But like I said, at least my only tip is like follow the things that Jeremy soil is great. Look up Fruits Mix if you want to understand organics a little bit more and amendments and what does what. And kind of gives you a good base to start from because once you understand what adds what, you can learn like, oh shit, I ran out of this. What can I use? It's like, fuck, I was short on castings. I used a little bit more craft in my bag. It's like you learn what does what instead of, oh, this bottle is out of stock or the person can't produce this anymore. You learn how to work around it. So I'd suggest that. So
right on. Good suggestion.
Cool. But thanks, LeVeLz. I'll pop off, let somebody else chat a little bit. I just thought I'd add a little bit. Hope it helps or take from it.
No, not sure. Thank you for coming up and sharing, brother. Your seedlings looking good too, bro.
Cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, these are some seed starts. These have been looking pretty good. There's some Gorilla Glue 4, original Gorilla Glue 4. Got one ice cream cake from Hendrix out in Humboldt. I think it's referred to as alpha cut, so it's kind of, I think, more like a daytime indica, like ice cream cake. Some head cake from, oh geez, who is that again? I forget the breeder from that, but and Gelinade from NRX, which is I think gelato crossed with lemon tree. So.
Let's go.
Man, those sound like some fire strands, man.
Yeah, man, I'm excited, man.
That ice cream cake sounds really interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, they're pretty good. They're out of Humboldt. They're pretty. I think they do ship all over the place, and I think from the new. Sounds like from the new hemp law changes, that's the only thing that's going to go forward in the rec thing that's not covered by the new hemp laws is clones, because clones also don't have an intent of being sold or having the THC content at the time, but so it's like it's shifting from seeds to clones or something. That one hemp lawyer or something on YouTube or something gave a good layout of it and understanding, but yeah. Cool, man. Peace. Thanks for letting me on, guys.
Anytime, sure. Thanks for coming up, brother. Have a blessed night, brother.
That was like taking a ride in a very fast car.
I told you.
that was like riding in a drag car, man.
You got overwhelmed, huh?
Fuck yeah. I'm still trying to process what we was talking about with the insect frass.
He's like, I'm still back on CalMag.
Yeah, for sure. I've already suspended my insect frass because I've already put it in there. But I do got a question about the crab shell, crab and oyster, not oyster, but crab and lobster shell. Like how, that's another source of calcium and magnesium. Do I still need to use that not mineral based, the salt based CalMag, like that TPS that I showed you? Should I kind of just put that on the shelf and don't pull it off until it looks like I got a calcium magnesium problem?
A lot of it is, but
you already have some calcium. Is that what you're supplying into your regimen? How often you supply that calcium?
I'm using the Neptune's Harvest, right? It's lobster and crab shell. It's not a meal. It's not ground up. It's actually chips of crab and lobster shell. So after I finish a run, I'll take all of those pots and dump them in one of them 30-gallon bins, and I'll mix up, like my base, some veg, a little bit of flour, some kelp. I was using the insect frass, but I think I'm gonna give that shit away. I'll mix in a little bit of Montana Grow. It's sort of like azomite, but it has all that stuff in there along with silicon and that Neptune's Harvest. So that's what I was asking about, using Neptune's Harvest in reusing my soil. Reusing my soil. Huh?
Is it organic or synthetic?
The Neptune's Harvest, it's organic.
It's organic. Neptune is organic.
It's actually shell. It's actually crab and lobster shell. So I'll put that in the soil and mix it in with a little bit of recharge and some Dynomyco and wet it all down and put it on the bottom. I got 3 of those totes, and I just kind of I kind of rotate the totes when it's time to do, my next cycle and my next transplant. So I'm wondering.
It might be a little too heavy because the crumbling, the crusher won't take long. It will take about 3-6 months to do, depending how grounded it is, how fine it is, because the micros got to go. The micros got to go through it. If the micros cannot dissolve that, you're gonna be in trouble because now you have to supply the calcium. And another thing, you got rich soil with a lot of micros on it. They're gonna destroy that stuff in 3 weeks. Now you get in your cell on a probably toxicity because they went through that calcium so fast. You know what I mean? It just depends on your soil, your bio-soil, your biology in the soil, how fast they can go through that food. Because if your soil is fire, bro, if your forest already running, you can touch rest tonight, bro. They'll be done in 3 days, especially in you in flower, bro. If you in flower, the micro will go through the phosphorus and potassium like crazy in 2 days. That's why it's crucial to touch dress every 3 days. 3 days, Depend on your regimen, depend how big the fire is. But yeah, the ulcer shield is gonna take a minute, bro. That's gonna take, if you don't let that thing sit for at least a month and a half, probably, depend how active your biology is in the soil, it's gonna break it down faster. But if you don't, it's gonna sit there for months. And now you're gonna try to supply it, and then you're gonna get in trouble because in the middle of that flower, all that stuff is gonna come active. And you're already supplying the calcium too on top of that, so you're really pushing it. So you have to choose one or the other, If you're gonna do that crumbling, I would just let that soil sit, like a cool mix does, you mix everything together and let it sit for 2-3 weeks. Let it break down. By the time you put the plant in there, you really don't have to supply nothing, just water. He cut us. I was gonna ask him what he's doing about Aryan, because I saw his plants. And look like he struggled with Aryan too.
Hey, I'm back.
Oh, there he is.
I'm not doing anything intentional about iron, except for I think the Montana girl has some iron in it. I'm using a little bit of kelp, and I don't
Just be
know
careful
if
with that cow. Just be careful with the cow. It's really strong, man. It can hurt you in the long run.
okay.
Yeah, because remember, potassium, you only need it just for the health of the plant, so I don't need much. But in flower, in the last 3 weeks, you're going to need that potassium, so don't overdo it because you can lock some of the stuff up.
Well, I'm not using kelp on my final top dress. So all those different additives, I'm not using them except for langbionite and some bone meal. So I'll add langbionite and bone meal in with my flower dressing, and that's it. I'll use some microbes, and that Montana Grove. That's about it. And I also will mix that with some soil and some worm castings, and that's what I'll spread out. Instead of just dropping the dry amendments on the top of the soil, I'll just add a little bit of soil, because I'll leave about this much space from the edge, from the top of the pot to the bottom, to the top of the soil to the top of the pot, so that like my final top dress, I can use soil in with my dry amendments, so that I don't have to scratch and mess up the rhizosphere or whatever they call it. But yeah, man, I'm just soaking up so much game from you guys right now. It's blowing my mind. It's like, when we get on here and I'm drink Heineken and I'm rolling me up.
I mean, your plants look fire, bro. You can tell. I heard the NPK that you're using from the beginning, and that's what the explosion you saw. And you flower. That's why you flowered that so big, because you got 4.9 something. What do you say? 4.9 what? 4?
For my flower is 394.
394. There we go. So that's why you struggle with the nitrogen too, because you're running out. And remember, phosphorus and nitrogen, they work together. You cannot supply the one with the other. You have to have that nitrogen in there to push that phosphorus up into the plant. So nitrogen and phosphorus, they're always gonna go together with calcium. So those three, they always. I mean, you can see in the back, in every flower, in every bag that you see, look at the back of it, and it will show you the NPK and what minerals you have there. And those three, they always running together because they're symbiotic. So you missing one of those in the regimen, you lack one of those, you throw everything out of balance. Especially iron. I'm concerned because I can see as the iron deficiency a little bit in the flowers.
So what's your source of iron though? What would be your independent source of iron?
Oh, you have to get it by itself. Fulvic acid. Fulvic acid did one. And there's some calcium now. It's calcium that come with iron now. I mean, I don't know which calcium you're using. I don't know if you use it. You say you use stud dressing, so it's kind of hard because the micro have to provide it. Right. If you foliar spraying from the beginning, that's why you have to front load the calcium and magnesium, bro. You have to front load in the beginning, because by the time you're in week 5 or 6, you don't want to top dress again. So it's kind of hard because the micro. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what we I was over front loaded in week 1, 2, and 3. They're gonna get heavy magnesium and potassium and calcium. I mean, they're gonna get heavy, bro. They're gonna get, because they need that. They need to build the soil walls, to build the flower, to build, more root, more stems. You put that thing in 4-wheel drive, bro. That thing is gonna suck that shit up.
So my light was.
Do you guys think that? Do you guys think that maybe like a nitrogen deficiency would cause an iron lockout?
No, iron is skin, bro. Iron is skin. It goes side by side with magnesium, bro. The photosynthesis here's the plant. Iron is the first is coming to it, bro. That's the one that distributes everything to the plant. So iron, if your iron is low or you don't have enough, you're gonna have problems. You don't have it. You're gonna have a crop still, but you're gonna see the deficiency. And boron, bro. Those two, iron and boron, they go together, bro. iron and boron, they has to be there because boron forms the flower and it's crucial. Manganese, a lot of people forget manganese too, bro. Manganese is crucial for
Only
the flower
because somebody
formation.
brought up the fact that there was a nitrogen issue with the plant earlier. That's why. I
Oh
said
well,
that.
there is. You can tell there was too much nitrogen.
There was a nitrogen toxicity.
Yeah.
From what I heard, and I just probably connected it to everything else, you know.
Right,
Yeah.
but that toxicity that you guys are seeing, and I appreciate you pointing that out to me because now I'm aware of it. But that really didn't start happening until the last 2 weeks. And I'm in day 54 on the plants that you saw that we're talking about. So you're trying to help me identify the nitrogen that's being released later.
That was Carl actually brought that up. He's seen the claw.
Yeah, Carol mentioned it in the beginning.
Right. Well,
Then
everybody saw
my
it,
next
and everybody's
question, my
saying the
second
same
question
thing.
was, so yeah, then my question was like, would a nitrogen deficiency lock out an iron deficiency? You know, but
Yes,
I don't know.
and in a way it does because if it's not nitrogen, it's nothing else moving.
Hey, Vision,
know?
I'd like to take this back a step and ask one
You know,
question.
magnesium
you-
has to be the one first. You know, magnesium will like all kind of stuff, bro, because magnesium is in the center of everything. So magnesium is first and everything around it.
You're
know?
muted,
You got
Carl.
All right, Vision. So I have a question for you, which is why don't you when you're watering your plants, what's the pH of the water that you're pouring on the plants?
Okay,
good one, too. That's a
I'm
good one.
using dechlorinated tap water, and I'm actually
Okay, no, it's just what's the pH? Is it a 6.4, 6.5? What's when you before you pour that water on the plants? What's the pH of the water that you're pouring on the plants?
I aim for 6.5.
You aim
What
for
was it?
6.5.
Yeah.
6.5.
And you
About
pH.
right.
Okay, so you are pH in that water every time.
Yeah.
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 All right. Just checking. I just want to make sure. Just wanted to make sure.
How big is your pots? How big is your pots that you're growing on?
7.
What sizes?
7s.
7 gallons?
Yeah.
About right.
Are you using nectars of the god to pH?
No, I'm actually using the GH,
Yeah,
the phosphoric acid.
I personally don't pH at all, but
And I just finished a big bottle of the GH pH down, and I'm gonna start using lemon juice.
No, I wouldn't. I would.
Why not? Why not?
Vinegar is better.
I already
Or apple
did that.
cider.
Vinegar is vinegar faster than the GH?
I wouldn't use
'Cause-
vinegar either. That to me, I would.
I didn't think you had the pH.
Well, my tap is coming in even after I let it bubble for like overnight. My tap will still come in at about
If
8
you
to
don't know what
7.5.
it is, if you don't
That's
know
not
what
bad.
it is, yeah, if it's water's at 8, it is pretty bad. I don't know how 8 pH is bad.
Well, I'm a little impatient with my pen, so I'll drop my pen in the water and I'll walk off and I'll come back and I'll be looking at like 7.2. But when I first put the pen in there, when it hits that water, it's like 8.3, 8.5 sometimes. Then it starts working its way down.
Right.
Okay, so, and I keep my pen calibrated, but sometimes I gotta wait like forever for it to come down to 7.4, and I still want to bring it down to like 6.5. Anywhere between 6 and 7 is cool with me, but if I add some Epsom salt, something like that to it, I still gotta wait for it to, kind of settle or where it's gonna be, and usually it's anywhere between like 6.5, 6.2. Nothing real high. I don't really put anything in there real high. I haven't experienced.
It's good to know what you're putting in your plant for sure.
Yeah, that's about all I put in my water is either Epsom salt or recharge.
Y'all see this conversation you've been talking about for the past, I don't know how long? I've been sitting back listening, and now I'm going to tell you my 2 cents about this. This is why I don't do organics. Right fucking here. That shit is a headache. and I get way better results out of something that I control instead of like, I don't know what's going on. Let me dump this in it.
Yeah, guessing the whole time.
Fuck all this shit, man. Let's go full control. You guys want to get away from all this shit?
But Carl, I do have
control.
But Carl, I would argue that I do have full control. I do have full control. If you know what you're adding to the plants, you know how much, and you know when, and you know how it reacts in the soil, I have control. And that's why my grows have been.
This is another thing, though. This is another thing. I think this is my opinion. I think a lot of us, we don't know how the NPK works, if we want to call it NPK, but really the micros do everything. You know, even in synthetics, if you don't have the mycorrhiza, who's gonna get the phosphorus into the plant? Remember, there's a symbiotic relationship between the micros and the plant. The plant has 100% control what she wanted to eat and what she wanted to eat. She sent a signal to the micros inside the plant. Inside the plant, it's micros inside the plant, controlling the roots, going in and out of the root tips of the flower, the plants. So they control what they want to eat, when they access it, and when to have it. Even in science, they control in the root zone. You know, micros control that. Even in organic, you know, we cannot have the things we got without mycorrhiza.
Carl, synthetic is like driving a car. And organic is like building a motherfucking car.
Hey, Stoke. Hey, Stoke. You can't take away from my craft because I guarantee you would shut right up with that shit when we smoke.
I mean, Carl got it down, but Carl figured it out. That's the beauty, bro.
Yeah, I'm making a joke about the soil versus the cocoa.
No, this is the beauty, bro. This is the beauty because this is the beauty of both of the teams, you know, because I can see Carl, bro, and Carl freaking nailed, dude. He freaking nailed the sauce, bro. I can tell you. I've seen a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people, bro. I've seen a lot of people, bro. I've seen a lot of people, bro. But Carl knows his shit, bro.
Stoke, I just cut down 7 trees, right? I don't know how many pounds yet, but Stoke, one of them gave me 3 pounds. So far, one's gave me almost 2.5. Another one's gave me almost 2. Come on, Stoke.
Carl, you are an amazing grower. I can't take anything. I learn stuff off you all the time, man. I was playing with you, man. I was playing with you. Come on.
To this shit, bro.
That's what I love, bro. That's why I'm a fan of Carl, bro, because Carl figured it out, bro. He knows what he wants. He knows how to do it, and he just sticks to it, bro.
I've been talking about this for almost 5 years, THC Garage. The same.
No, respect, man. Respect. I love what you do, bro. I love your work, man.
Hey, I appreciate everybody on here. I got a question that I want Carl and THC Garden to share with their answer. Because the reason why I stopped growing synthetic is because the type of work that I do, I'm gone all week, right? And so it's kind of difficult with the people that help me with my water and the small things that needs to be done in the garden while I'm gone. I can grow organically if I come in and do what I have to do once a week. And the reason why I'm doing organics is because I don't have to ask my wife to, you know, what do the leaves look like? Put the camera on the leaves. Say, oh, right there. I'll say, okay, well, you don't have to measure out this many milliliters and this many milliliters. And like, I'm almost got to the point where she don't want to do this shit no more because it's complicated as fuck. It's not something that she wants to do. It's something that I want to do.
Right.
But she'll water my plants all day for me. She'll open the tents when it's hot and humid and close them at night when the lights go out. She'll do all of that shit for me. But the most importance of it all is like stuff that I got to do, but I can't be present all week long to do it. So it's like I'm remote controlling this shit.
It really comes down to doing what you can do, right? So like some people can do it one way, and some people they have to like you right now, right? You have to do it that way because it's the way it works for you.
Yeah, and the only reason why I'm home on a Thursday because it's Thanksgiving.
Oh, you know, everybody who goes down this journey, I think, you know, whether it's synthetic or organic. It's like you start off with a bag of soil, and then you move on to a bag of soil with a bag of fertilizer, and then you go on from a bag of soil to a bag of fertilizer with a bottle of CalMag, and then the next thing you know, you got 2 bottles and 3 boxes, and then you've got 4 bottles and 7 boxes, and you've got, and whether you're doing synthetic or organic, as you become I hate to say, I don't want to say the product makes you a better grower. It's just you start to figure out what the plant needs, and all of a sudden your regiment, of like what you're giving it to the plant in a dry top dressing form versus giving it to them in a water soluble form. Things kind of start to shift and move around. What your foliar spraying, what you're IPMing with, and this, the regiment, the whole thing itself starts to take form, and the next thing you know, you've got an entire shelf of boxes and an entire shelf of bottles because you're using so much different stuff during the different, phases of the growth cycle.
Yeah, I stopped myself
expensive
before I got to that point because I started off with Fox Farm and I had the Ocean Forest, which I'm happy with that. But all of them bottles and all of the extra shit, I became overwhelmed. And when I discovered that I could use organics, I just had to do certain things to help it sustain itself. Then I kind of gravitated towards that. And I don't have nothing against mineral based. If I had the time where I could see my plants every day, I would definitely be running fucking can of cocoa and the A and B straight up. And I'll be sitting there chopping it up with Carl and learning everything I can from that. But when Carl's telling me what he sees in my tent is right, I have to kind of tweak that because I know that I don't have that much control because of what I put in there is what I put in there. Is the microbes is going to be able to feed the plant. It's not the, you know what I mean? We're feeding the soil. We're feeding the soil.
Carl grows synthetic, but don't let Carl fool you. Carl knows organic too.
I'm not doubting that at all.
But he knows organic and synthetic. Carl knows it all.
I'm not doubting that at all. I appreciate hearing what Carl has to say because I'm learning that. But whenever he tells me something, I got to convert that because he's saying, well, you're using too much of this. And I understand. I got too much nitrogen in my soil right now, but there ain't shit I can do about it. It's just the next time
you could flush it.
But the next time I'm gonna
that'd be a little
remember
crazy.
Looking at my plants. I can't see what Carl can see, but I know that I got to make that change. How I'm gonna do it?
How often were you home?
There we go.
Dude, I may get home once a week, but at the very least, I'm here Friday through Sunday or either Saturday through Monday. It's like I have 2 days to fuck with these plants.
Mind me ask you a question? How big are your pots?
7
7-gallon pots.
I would do a big old living soil pot, bro. I would do a big old 4x4 living soil pot.
Well,
why do you not do a 4x4?
I'm in a 4x4 right now, and I got one 5x5, and I was considering a 4x4 bed.
That's it, man. That's it, because then you only have to water it once a week.
That's
the microbe. The microbe will do the rest. The microbe will do the rest. The longest you got your temperature right, your humidifier at point, the microbes will try, man. The microbes will take care of that plant. But you want to be secure what you have. Carlo can set you up with the auto feeding. He probably tell you how to auto feed. Put an auto feed bucket and just feed the plants through it. But
if I had the time, if I could see my plants more often, I would definitely go. I would change from what I see and what I learned. Because I watch videos.
The beds are gonna help you out with that. So like you said, once you get the beds, you'll have a bigger body of biology.
Humongous, bro.
Instead of having a bunch of 7-gallon pots. Say you got 4 7-gallon pots, you'd rather have just one big pot and put 4 plants in it.
And let it roll, bro. And just start
I'll have to feed it less. I'll have to feed it less, huh?
No, you just have to water it once a week, probably. Every time you're home, probably. Because that will hold moisture, bro, for 3-4 days.
Depending on when you flower it and how big the plant gets, is how much you'll be having a fee later on.
I will do one plan, bro. He put a 4x4 bed in there. I will do one plan and just let it
Yeah,
rip.
but no, he's right
Yeah, but
though. Faster bed, faster canopy. Josh is right on that one. If you want to yield faster, you can listen to what Josh does. One plant is straight if you want to not waste, but if you want to spend what 2 months veg, 2 months flower. If you want to spend 4 or 5 months on one plant, unless you can train it, that's just a longer veg to do that. That's all. Nothing wrong.
If you can grow 12, if you can grow 12 plants in a tank, grow 12 plants.
Do you run the same genetics or you change every run? Do you run the same genetics?
I switch up.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I switched up genetics because I grew enough of something and I get tired of it. I want something different. But at one point in time,
do you run ethos genetics?
Do I run what?
Do you run ethos genetics?
I got ethos in both of my flower tips right now.
All right. All his stuff is short, bro. All his stuff is short. It's never gonna go 3 foot out. All his stuff is short. I run most of his stuff.
It's what?
So, all his stuff is gonna be short. It's not gonna stretch longer. So it's gonna be faster flower, faster flower with the short plants, but you have to put more. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was asking who you was running. If you running one cultivar and you know it, you should know how much it's gonna stretch, how much you can put in that bed. You know what I mean? To make it simple. But if you're switching every time, it's gonna be hard for you to determine which string you're gonna put there.
Well, I'm looking right now.
It's gonna spread different, and soil is gonna spread different, bro. It's gonna push the genetics out.
I understand what you're saying. I'm looking right now. I just came off of 3 cycles straight running the same thing, clones, and I was okay with it. But as I started to get better at the grow, like the fundamentals, right. I wanted something better. I wanted better genetics, and so I'm surfing genetics right now, and I just know that Ethos is a good brand. But
yeah,
I'm
65 days,
I'm not stuck.
65 days, 60 days.
I'm not stuck on them at all. No. I'm just looking.
It's better stuff out there. It's better stuff out there. I mean, we all started.
Well, if there's better stuff out there.
Yeah, it's better stuff.
Send me some better stuff then. Send me some better stuff because I ain't figured it out yet. I ain't figured it out yet.
They got a bunch of fucking shit out there.
Yeah,
I've been watching everybody that comes online, and I appreciate it when one like iron sharpens iron. That right there.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm here. And I ain't calling you out, but I've been watching you, and I want to fuck with you too. But it's like 3 months in between. You know what I mean? We make decisions. We want to go this way. We want to go this way.
Yeah,
well, if I go this way, it's going to be 3 months before I can go this way. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm ready to zig now. I done zagged. I'm ready to zig. So I mean, I'm not really super impressed with those because it's like anything. It's really the grower. It's really the grower. They say it's genetics, but if you know what you're doing,
let's be honest. I mean, he's just using his name. He's not making. He just making the choices, bro. He got people growing the stuff and making the selections. He just made the selections. You know what I mean? They might be using
it is what it is. I would
but...
rather deal with a breeder that exposes himself to what he does. Like, I'm not name dropping or nothing like that, but that guy Zaza, he talks a good game. You know what I'm talking about? He talks a good game.
He's got a good game, bro.
And I would like to put that to the test. Like, anybody, not just him, anybody that talks that kind of game and is doing it.
Reach out, brother. Reach out to him, bro. He might be surprised. Reach out to him. Tell him how you feel about it, bro. And you might be surprised.
Hey, LeVeLz, I'm gonna drop down the chat, man. I appreciate you having me. Appreciate everyone's time.
Hey, nice to meet you, bro. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, see y'all soon. Take care, man. Take care, guys.
Keep it going.
Fuck yeah.
He froze. Or what happened? What happened? I think he froze. He fell might have died. So what up, Carl? Are you still in trim gel?
Huh?
Are you still trimming?
Oh yeah, streaming. What
I
live?
think he's still trimming.
Oh,
Butt.
trimming. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm almost done. I'm getting there.
Do you do it all by yourself? Jesus, respect. It's
I did 4 pounds the other day by myself, just fucking around.
Holy shit. Man, that's a freaking
I was on Discord, did 1 pound in 35 minutes.
Dude, I saw you the other day, bro, when he jumped on for the first time. You was on it, bro, for at least 2 hours straight. I was like, man.
Oh yeah. Hard work pays off, man.
Right?
I fucking
I love trimming, bro. I love trimming too. I like trimming my own stuff.
I hate it. It's therapeutic. I like it. Like it'll humble you. But man, my back started hurting. Like,
Well, I do a heavy defoliation at the end of it, man. I just leave, a couple of fan leaves just to cover the nuggets, I do a heavy defoliation and then so I don't have to trim a lot.
yeah, me too.
But dude, I do leave the sugar leaf, the ones with track on it. I do leave them because I wash it, I wash some of that stuff.
Oh yeah. What's everybody smoking on?
True, bro. I'm smoking on some
Fucking 40 degrees.
pink melon. You ever heard pink melon?
Nope. No, I've never heard of pink melon. You grew that, obviously.
Yeah, I got the car. It's a car. I got the car, so I'm about to do some work with it. I like the flavor. It's good high. It's the stuff you can smoke through the whole day. You get you high. You it's relaxing you. Keep it going.
Oh,
But it's got the flavor to it, but it's not got the punch. It's probably like, I don't know, 17% maybe, 16%. I need to look at the test, but it's something around there, probably 20 maybe. But the flavor is what it really makes it pop. Because the flavor stays all the way to the end of the joint, bro. Even when you put it down, you pick it back up and it tastes the same.
Josh, thanks for coming up, brother. I was gonna ask you how your grow is looking.
Who, mine?
No, Josh, Umbrella Trellis.
Man, I can even see the chat.
Yeah, if you want to show, you can.
I don't know if the lights are. They're almost done too. How's that greenhouse go? You got it done yet? Your greenhouse, you got it done?
Oh, actually, I was gonna fuck with it today. Damn, I decided not to though. I decided to chill. All I gotta do is weed eat the ground. I weed eated like almost half of it, all the way like 4 inches down, straight to the dirt. Ran through a bunch of weed eating string, but yeah, I'm going straight. I'm killing everything. What's up, Blind Nail? Have a blessed night, Chad. Good to see you, man. Oh, good, Josh. Welcome back, brother.
Shit, my girl's about to chop down next week.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Hell yeah.
We got 80 growers still in here, man. Y'all headbutt that like button, man. Smoke that motherfucker.
Like, hit that like, man. You know, it should be a like for everybody that's watching.
There we go. Fuck yeah. Have a good night, not sure.
Peace out. Sure.
What strains, Josh?
What's up?
What strains?
I got Wookie Pebbles, Runts.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little bit of garlic icing. I got RS11, a little bit of gelato, a little bit of Gorilla Glue.
RS11.
Trying to think of what else I got.
Hey Josh, can I ask you something?
Some Apanga. What's good?
Have you been happy with your yield since you went to your living soil beds?
I'm getting like a pound and a quarter versus the 2 pounds I used to get.
Hey Josh, you know I love you, bro, but I can look at it and notice that difference, okay? And you know I can. I'm not hating or anything, but that's why I don't run organics, bro, right there.
What if he did bigger beds?
Well, that's the difference between full control. I can see the difference in the plants. I'm sure it's fire. I'm not going to take that from it, but man, in a room like that, 3/4 of a pound difference, I would never do a living soil if I was getting that.
This
much
is like my small room with 2 lights.
Because I've seen that room just packed, bro, and that's the difference right there between having full control and having living soil beds right there.
So which one is better? Which one is better spot, Josh? The living soil or this?
This room right here has 2 lights, bro.
Oh, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen your plants stack so much harder with your mixture where you're feeding. That's what I'm saying. I see that in the big room too. I'm serious.
Well,
it looked like your other room, but I've seen you step back. It's not the same room. But I'm just saying, I noticed the difference by looking right here. I can see the structure difference in the plants.
Yeah, it got different genetics in here. And sometimes I just flower them when I'm going to flower them. I'm not really looking for a plant structure.
Do you get them better?
I'm doing quick
better
flips.
smoke or what? Do you get them better smoke or better terpenes out of those?
I get better. I mean, to me it is, you know, everybody has their opinion.
Right.
On everything.
Right.
How's the difference in quality, though? That's a good question. Is it different? How much of the difference is it?
Oh yeah.
How you used to run, Josh?
I mean, I prefer it.
Better over what you used to do?
I think so.
Yeah, I was just curious. Fuck yeah. No, they're fucking monster colas, bro. Great job.
Did your terpene profile went up? Josh, did you notice your terpene profile went up?
What's that?
Do you notice that terpene profile went up? Alright. You're asking if the terp profile went up.
Yeah, I said I think so.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either. My bad. I didn't hear it either. Sorry.
Yeah, it was quiet. It must have broke out. I got you. Oh yeah.
Well, he got some knockers in there, bro. Look at that thing. That's frosty, bro.
Fuck yeah, it is. I've had some of Josh's shit. Not the organic. But... What you used to run? What synthetics were you running?
I was running Jack 321 with some additives.
All right.
A little bit of phosphorus.
Oh yeah. You said it about another week.
I usually go to like 65.
Yeah.
Wow.
I see that side lighting still, baby.
Yeah, I got it my next week. I'm gonna do some bubble huts.
That's
Holy
the next one.
shit. Oh, that was the smaller one. It's like, this is the big one.
Yeah,
oh, nice.
So I just put this wood in right here. I'll show you guys on Sunday when the lights are on. And I up potted my my beds and made them taller. So now I'm gonna start filling it with more soil. Instead of having 6 inches of soil, now I'm gonna have an extra like 8 inches on top of that.
Fuck yeah. There you go. There you go. That's what I was thinking. Fuck yeah.
Just kind of building as I go.
Holy shit, man. You went all out.
Fuck yeah. Great job. Is that a green light?
Looks like it was.
No, it's red, bro.
It was red. Oh, shit.
That was a red light. I don't know. I didn't see green whatsoever, dude.
I'm colorblind.
Oh, we're in the same boat because I thought it was red too. I thought it was green too. I saw green. Oh shit.
Yeah, sometimes I just get on a time schedule and I gotta flip them when I can flip them, you know.
I hear you, bro. Hell yeah. So you say you would on longer.
Yeah, sometimes I could probably go like 2 more weeks of a veg, but then I'm like, you know what? I need to go ahead and pull the trigger on this and throw these in the flour.
Right.
They grow too fast, man. Sometimes, you know, sometimes they just grow way too fast. Like, I gotta flower this up, man. More.
It's nice when I get everything right. I think if I get my veg room dialed in,
let me show
a little
you
better.
What I tried. There we go. So I cut of mine last week, bro. I'm gonna flush that shit up and wash it.
I like going with my clones right into the beds though.
I do the same thing too. I go straight into the 10-gallon pot or 20.
Happy Thanksgiving, GROWMIES. All the grow.
Let me show you mine. Mine in 8.5 weeks. Let me show you.
82 growers. Oh yeah.
Hit the like.
We're gonna have a giveaway too, yo.
Oh shit! He said we're gonna have a giveaway. He's like, we're gonna have a giveaway. Oh, let me get the lighter. Let me grab my lighter so I can light this joint up.
Hey, am I back on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're here, brother.
But Kyle, to agree with you, you could be right. You know what I mean? It's just I think right now I'm going through the journey, and I'm kind of like getting a system for it.
Man, you know, I've only done organics for 10 years, bro, and played with it and seeing the results. It'll never compare to what you got with your living or your actual full control. You know, I mean, here's the thing: if it's got better terpenes than you as a grower, man, like I'm telling you, like what I get terpene wise versus organics I got, it's more work to feed full control than it is as soil, if you ask me. But as soil, man, I just seen it in your room multiple times. That's why I wanted to ask you. You said you was getting what, like 3/4 of a pound less per yield?
No, I'm getting like, I was getting around like 2 to 2.5, and now I'm getting like 1 3/4 pounds, 1.5 a light. To be honest,
and that's going to be hard to compete with, you know, because you had better control, and then once you get your soil down, you know, it's something I don't recommend, man. Not in your situation, but if you love it, I'm loving it too, bro. You know what I mean?
There we go.
well, you know, like sometimes people do things for certain reasons, and it's not necessarily for better terpenes. You know, I like the way the cannabis is. I prefer it, but more so it works for me in my lifestyle.
Right.
That's the best part right there, is it works for you. But man, I'll tell you what, with that setup, ain't no way I'm taking less weed, Josh. I'm just being 100 with you, dog.
These calories all over. You're like,
Man, I'm
no.
telling you, when you taste them pounds, man, it's no way I'm giving them up, man.
No, I understand, man. That's the way to do it. You know, that's part of, you know, what paid the bills. So
No. It's not even that, bro. Like that, you organic guys always get me wrong, man. I'm not even gonna say no more.
no, but what I mean by that, I don't try to, you know, suggest that that's
I
that's
just want a
what
big
you
bag
know
of
what I mean?
smoke on, bro. It's not even just to pay the bills. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
but
If I
it's
got
like,
that room, I'm trying to see how much it's
yeah,
gonna
but
pay me. I want to see how much it can get, period.
that's what I'm talking about. You explode the genetics. That's what I was trying to
Yeah,
get. You
I
like
don't
to
just
see the
chase money,
genetics.
bro.
Yeah, you like to see the genetics perform. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? You want to see what they can bring to the table. It's pretty cool though because you optimize the
It's not
genetics.
even that. It's just a standard. It's like setting a bar. It's like what to expect and what not to
Man,
expect.
I never thought about that. To be honest, I never made it stuff, bro. I just feel the plan, whatever it is. I never waited on nothing, you know. But that might be different because it's for me, for myself, you know.
Right, everybody's got their own.
You know what I mean? So like that plan right there, you know, I just gonna cut it, trim it, and just put it in the bag. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, what I care is, you know, the 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 effect. That's what I care. The effect, how long it lasts, is it tastes good or not. You know, because I'm not gonna waste 3 4 months, you know, in that single thing if you can even bring it to my body.
My bad, 1 second. We can barely hear you, visible. I mean, vision.
There we go.
No.
It's the other side.
Can y'all hear him?
No, who's talking?
Vision.
No, I don't hear him at all. Barely. I think somebody's talking in the back, but I can barely.
This is better?
Dang, man.
Yeah, it's louder, bro. Yeah, it's louder, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, man. Look at the other side. Oh, this one right here, LeVeLz. This is the thing, LeVeLz. This is what I'm smoking right now. And this is the thing, LeVeLz. I like the structure of it too. Man, she's a beauty, bro. She's a good pet. It goes 9 weeks though. But I don't like that part of it. And the next one that's out is permanent. Okay. That's permanent.
Let's go.
This one is super boof. She's done. She's ready to go. I just waiting a couple more days probably.
Hey, I just want to give a big shout out to the community, man. We hit 2,700 subs, and just want to give a big thanks to them, man. Appreciate all the support, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks for doing the show, man. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, thank everybody for showing up. AG, Robert Fox, what up? We're here.
That's about it.
Oh, I got you.
There you go.
Cheers, y'all. We're gonna be live like 20 more minutes, 15 more minutes.
Yeah, if you can come, you might able to go out and come back in and might fix it.
Let's make this cigarette. Somebody got an echo. I had to mute him. He had a bad echo. Hey, Vision, try and pop down and come back up. It might fix it. So,
Yeah, he Bluetooth might be low too.
Josh, that shit's looking good, bro.
Appreciate it. Show you guys on Sunday. The other room that's on.
Fuck yeah. Right. There's the layout on that. Right here. There it is. Y'all hit that hashtag, man. We got 80 growers in here. We only got 16 people want to participate. It's Thanksgiving. Ain't nobody wants some seeds.
Come on, Joe.
Oh, free.
There we go.
Need an arrow. Cheers. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving today.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Thumbs up.
What you guys got? We got turkey and deer meat.
I had chicken actually.
We went different this time. We smoked the turkey.
We got 80 thumbs up, y'all. Let's hit 100 thumbs up for the show, man. Anybody hit that thumbs up? Y'all smoke that fucking like button, man. If y'all ain't checked out my latest video, we dropped a video I think yesterday. Check that out too. And oh yeah, RDJ Bones, man, having a sale, man. 720s, 720 watts for under $250, bro. Black Friday sale, y'all better get on it.
Is that a light?
That's a light.
Hmm.
720 watts.
Hey, Pilgor, I see you down there, bro. So, if I chased money, Pilgor, I would use PGRs, okay? That's the difference between what I do, okay? Yeah, I built the room to live off of, but if I chase money, I wouldn't care about the quality. There's a difference between you organic guys versus what I'm doing. I got a whole different vision versus what you guys are thinking. That's why I said what I said, Pilgor. You know me for 5 years, Pilgor. You can't say that I don't care what I do. If I had Hammerhead or Hulk or DL down there, and all my buds look the same with no frost on them, then you could say Carl cares more about money than he does his product. Just a different vision, bro.
Happy
PGRs.
Thanksgiving, everybody, bro.
Cheers, everybody. Nah, every organic guy always gives me a hard time. This is what I always do to him right here. I always hear that. Yeah, you know, you're gonna pay the bills more. You're gonna get a lot more weed. No, bro, it's not. That's the end. No, it's not the end goal.
Yeah. I like to explode with the plant. No, man, you good what you do, Cal.
Vanilla.
Really good what you do, man.
I would get the RDJ 720, but 1,000 watt. That's like $400 if you're getting 2 of them. Well, we'll talk on Discord. We're about to head over to Discord. There we go. Just a second here. We're going to run this giveaway. We're going to call it a night. Head over to Discord and smoke our last little joint. Let me get the Discord link. Anybody new to the channel or want to check out the server, man, we always in Discord. Always sharing grows, sharing knowledge, man, all day, every day. From the crack of dawn, wee hours of the morning, fucking, while I'm at work, there's still a group of growers in that motherfucker sharing grows, helping each other dial in their grows. And everybody's doing well in the server, man. There's not too many growers struggling. I honestly can say that. So Vision grows. With that being said, bro, pop in Discord. I know you say you're busy, but pop over there, man. We'll get you some help, man. They got a lot of organic guys over there.
He needs a watering system is what he needs.
Yeah, he does. That would be ideal.
A remote watering system he can use his phone and a camera on it to watch it while it's doing it so he can get away. It's easy to fix. Very easy to fix.
Y'all hit that.
It comes down to wallet. How much you want to spend. Because all that stuff you guys were spewing to him, of course he'll do it, but I could set him with a cocoa perlite mixture and he'll come home to the crop done.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell him, man. You don't want to worry about it, man. You can auto feed that thing real quick. Man, the cool thing about it though, they got apps for everything now. You can really track it down. It's pretty
like my
neat.
Troll Master. And
Yeah,
go right
man,
to
I
that
love
room and
those
control
things, bro.
everything from up north 3.5 hours away. I can have that thing controlled.
Exactly. I can be home and turn the lights on. I can not be home,
That's the difference between seeing results with this plant when you get full control. And
Exactly.
soil is not full control. You know, no matter what
No,
Stoke
the
said, there's
micros
no
do the
full
work.
control with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
It's not.
we
Well,
don't have control at
you're
all.
flying by the seat of your pants. Once you put it together, you just hope it's right. If you know what you're doing, that's a difference. But meanwhile, every day, someone like me or LeVeLz mixes up what goes in there. There's a lot more craft in that, if you ask me. I'm sorry, but I've done organics and I play with this. I can bend my fucking nutrients every minute. It takes you guys 2 or 3 times a week.
Not really, because I just do a compost tea and they just blew up.
There he is. My bad, Vision. You there?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
both
I'm
do,
here.
man. They
I'm
both
just
do.
trying to
Both
download
of this.
Discord and
Oh, there
shit.
you go.
Yeah, man.
Oh, we can hear you fine
Hop
now.
in the Discord, bro. I mean,
Yeah. I'm working on that right now. You talked about getting off. I didn't think I was gonna be able to talk to you again before you ended the stream.
Yeah, well, it's hard to explain. I try to explain this a lot. So when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, all right, when you have 5 people up on the 6th person, it puts it on a bottom bar. There's only 2 bars, 5, 5. You know what I mean? Well, the bottom bar, you only get to see a sliver, and if you're not looking, somebody can sit backstage for a minute.
It's all good. I'm still here. It don't matter.
Yeah, hey, but what I'm saying, man, yeah, the Discord, bro, man. I know you're a busy guy and all with work, and I am too, you know. So, but the times that you can get like, say you're at the grow, you make it home, and you're going through something, you could literally pop in that motherfucker. Send me a message or any one of us in there, and there's already gonna be a group of growers hanging. Like, no doubt about that. There's always gonna be, if I'm even not available, there's still gonna be a group in there.
Yeah.
Very, very.
I ain't trying to stretch this out, but I was interested in that conversation that was leading up to genetics. Like, I want to learn as much as I can. I want to hear what somebody, whoever was trying to talk to me about it, what they had to say about it. Like, I know Carl has a lot of good information, and I like what THC got. Is that Josh? THC Garden?
No, Josh is Umbrella Trellis.
Okay. I want to make sure I know who everybody is.
That's on Josh.
Right. Yeah, THC Garden dude. I was on the chat. I wanted to connect with him, and just soak up whatever he learn what he knows.
I can give you my THC garage without the E on the end of it.
Dude, I'm slow as fuck. If you look on the chat, dude, I got a YouTube channel, man. Can you just
I'll find you. I'll find you then. I'll find you and I'll subscribe to your channel.
Yeah. Send me a message or something. Yeah, and I can talk all day. Ain't nothing wrong with me talking on the phone or chatting it up with anybody. I'm not talking about just you. Anybody.
Hey, well, that's what I'm telling you, bro. Discord is that perfect place for that, because we'll always be there.
I'm working on that right now. I didn't think I was going to get back on, but I was working on the Discord.
Download it and then hit that in. I'm gonna post it in chat whenever you're ready again, and we can continue this conversation in Discord. You know what I mean?
I'll do what I can, man. I fucking love you guys, man.
He's like, man, you gonna stay up all night, man.
No, you don't even get it, though. I fucking love you guys. I'm supposed to be in there watching my Ravens play, and they getting their ass whooped by the fucking Bengals. But this right here is what I'm living for. I'm living for this shit.
I appreciate it, bro. That's what we try to do here, man.
No doubt, man. I came in here at halftime. I want to talk to y'all for like 15 minutes and then get back to the game. And no, I'm in here with you guys.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm glad I hope we were able. I know it's overwhelming too. And
yeah, exactly.
It can be overwhelming, especially when you got so many different variables and so many different growers telling you different things.
Nah, I'm not overwhelmed. I enjoy the connection, Everybody's talking to everybody right here. And then you got me on the screen, and I ain't doing shit. I'm over here burning up leaves and fucking turning lights on and sleep time and all kind of shit to be.
But it's all about reaching out to the grower, brother, and making sure we can get a lesson learned. You know what I mean? It's not about what your leaves look like, brother. Because look, I've had fucked up leaves. I can go show you a couple yellow leaves. You know what I mean?
I ain't growing leaves. I'm not growing leaves. I'm growing flowers.
Right there. I'm about to get to that.
But I'm gonna learn how to do it better. You know what I mean?
That's all about it.
You just think the more healthy your leaves are, the better your flower gonna be.
And I really don't give a fuck. As long as I get my flowers and I get to smoke for free, I'm cool. But see, what you guys are doing is what I want to do after. I mean, I'm only 5 years old, man. I'm only 5 years old. So I want to be able to do what you guys are doing. Give advice or teach somebody or show somebody what I know. Because then when I'm not gone, when I'm not here anymore and I'm gone, then there'll be a little bit of me here.
Yep.
Who knows? Maybe one of my kids might pick this shit up.
Real talk.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
I might inspire somebody that needs to be in my life as a true friend. Show how to do this. You know what I mean? But I'm just doing it for the fun of it. I wish I was doing this shit to get paid.
And peace, fellas. Appreciate you guys.
Good. All right, Josh.
Have a
Hey,
blessed
Carl,
day.
respect, man.
Yeah, hit that Discord. Don't forget that.
No, I had to put that on hold because you put me back on so I could talk to some friends, right?
Hey, you're good, bro. Here, let me put that link there in chat again.
Yeah, but Vision, make sure you listen to Carl, bro. He got a pretty good vision, man. He will set you up in a way you never can imagine, man.
Carl is the person. Carl's the person I want to be if I had the free time. I ain't got it. I ain't got it like that.
I'm just Carl, dog.
Hey, Carl,
I tell Carl the same
you
shit,
inspire
bro.
me. You inspire me, dude. I look up to you and I listen to the way you talk. I'm an asshole too, man. But you know what I mean? I don't want to. I can't beat. Yo, you the man. I can't talk shit. I can't talk shit in the room while I'm trying to learn.
I'm far from the man, bro. I'm not the man, bro. I'm literally like that ego's gone, bro.
This ain't the only stream. This ain't the only stream I've seen you on, dog. You the same. No matter where you go, you the same motherfucker.
But
you the same person.
If you saw me 2-3 years ago, you'd be like, I don't want to be around that motherfucker, bro. I was.
Me too.
Egos aside.
Oh,
Egos aside.
shit.
We're all men. We're all men right here. Okay. Egos aside. I can ignore your fucking ego because it don't mean shit to me. You feel me? That's just your personality, bro. I'm like,
it was so bad years ago, bro. It was.
Well, I guess it'd be somebody I wouldn't fuck with. But right now, from what I see and the way you talking to everybody, I appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate it too. No, it's definitely a change.
I just
turn in the right direction, 110%. And Carl, I can't thank you enough for as much guidance and help that you've given me and many growers here on this channel and in my platform on Discord. Big ups to you, bro. Because you have, bro. I've seen you tolerate a lot.
Yeah, Carl. I mean,
you would not have tolerated a lot of shit that goes on. Like
every day is getting better, bro. Today's 14 months sober from alcohol today, so if that tells you anything, I'm getting better every day, man. So
that's a big accomplishment, man.
The alcohol was not helping at all, but overall personality on top of life and alcohol, just do better, man. That's what I'm trying to do. Of course, I'm hard-headed about the weed thing, but one of the big things is it's not even just what I know. It's like if you hear what I'm saying, implement it and try it, and then see what I'm seeing. That's the hardest part. No, I get. No, this other angle over here is better. I'm gonna try this. Well, I've done fumbled over hurdles for years, man, and the success that I see in this plant now, I try to give away for free. I try to make sure everybody can get this info for free because there's people trying to charge Patreons and monthly fees for info that doesn't even learn how to teach them to do what I do. And what I do is not even end all be all, but it's a success that people normally don't see. It's nice to see somebody do something and at the same time teach it with you. At least that's from my perspective,
No, real shit, because a lot of this shit was gatekeeping, even when I was a new grower. That's why I try to stress out to Vision and newer growers out there that may be struggling in some way, shape, or form. It's because when I was a new grower, all I seen was motherfuckers shitting on the new growers. They were shitting.
That was no information.
They were holding the information back from them. If not, they were giving them false information and laughing when they failed. So
that's right. That sucks.
you know what? They didn't have no one reaching out to the new growers to try and help them. And I can only teach so much. I can only physically teach you what I physically have gone through so far. If I don't have the experience, I'm going to let someone around me talk because I'm only here to teach, to get it taught. I'm not the teacher. Only if I see you going through something I physically already went through, then I'm going to stop and try and teach you and show you what I've gone through doing what you're doing and how you can prevent it to stop it. And we'll make the lesson learned, not just tell them and they don't understand. Because I've had that a lot. People used to tell me shit and I really didn't understand what they were saying. I just shook my head and said, yeah. So
Right.
a lot of you just got to speak up. If you don't know, you don't know.
First year with you, you're so hard-headed, motherfucker.
So
He's left for so many years.
everybody here
And you
is
stick with him, Carl. But see,
a
but
lot
you
of the
stick with
better,
him. So see what happens.
a
Carl
lot of
stick
the
with you,
better
so.
around here, bro. You used to try to help my ass, and still do help me. But in the beginning, I was trying to do everything. Trying to do super soil with organics, with synthetics, with fucking.
Yeah, we all did it, bro. I did it too. I mean, I was running like all kind of battles, and they said, "Oh, dude,
Yeah,
I burned
like
some plants
buying
up, bro."
anything and everything. The newest, latest product, fucking got
Yeah.
products that I don't even use. Shit I don't even use, just sitting around. But
You
yeah,
know what? I'm fucking high. Hold on a second, bro. Don't do it yet. Today's day 12. I'm
That's
fucking
great.
up.
all right, we're gonna run this giveaway real quick, and then I'll put you up.
Man,
All
What do you think,
right,
bro?
all right, y'all. Wish y'all luck. We're about to run this giveaway. Y'all hit that hashtag.
Oh
That's it.
shit, man, cars coming big. Damn, they're growing now.
Wish y'all luck, man. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Wow.
Let's go.
Oh
Smoke
shit.
one,
Whoa.
no beat. Hit me up, man.
Who's that? That's new.
Right?
Cheers, everybody.
Oh,
Even
We got
dang.
popping
what I'm
bottles
talking
right
about.
there. Got the mat
congratulations.
next to
And
it.
see, bro, and see, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Got the frosted truffle over there. We got to do some canopy control. Then the other two, we got popping bottles, then a mat, and I got another lemon skills right there. I got to do some canopy control. I've been playing with the fucking weed for the past 2 days, so getting a great
That looks
transition in
beautiful,
12
man.
days.
Oh
12 days
hell
in
yeah.
transition for fucking awesomeness. I like that. Not bad.
Yeah, man.
A
That's
little
beautiful.
smaller this time. This popping bottles is slower growing, so you got the slower growing Mac right next to it. So we got a lot of light room in there. Normally my shit's in the lights and you guys are yelling at me, but day 12. Just figured I'd show you guys a little bit of my work. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
beautiful, bro. That's
Yeah,
great
looks
job, man.
great.
I got to do some canopy control. It looks really
You gotta
bad,
bring
honestly,
me
you
the
guys.
front one. I mean the
Man,
back.
I
I
love
got
that
to do
your
some
rooms
canopy
that
control.
I love
I
that your
really do.
rooms that always clean, bro. Your rooms that always clean, man. That's freaking
Man,
flawless.
Clone.
THC Garage. I started growing when I was 14 with Miracle Grow. I transitioned to an
Oh,
organic guy
you
when I
did
was in
that
my
thing.
fucking
Oh
20s.
shit.
I was
That 12.
dude, I did organics in my 20s, man, and then
Right.
from mid 30s I switched over to salts. I've played around with a lot of stuff. The product that I
Right, right.
produce right now would have every organic guy I put this in front just speechless. It took me so long to fumble this shit, dude. Like,
I believe you, man. I believe
and
you.
when I tell you, bro, I know deep down you're like, Mark, dude, I guarantee these terps would fucking trip you the fuck out. There is zero loss with what I do.
Right.
Zero. I'm telling you, bro.
Well, I can see, dude. I can see you flower, bro. I can see you. Your stuff is fire. I can tell, bro.
The taste and
Freaking
smell
smoke
comes
is
right
freaking.
along with it, bro. It took me so many fucking years to be able to give this recipe and tell you guys
Dude,
what to do.
I
There's
wish
zero
I could
loss.
walk. I wish I could walk in that room at week 8. In your room. Freaking, that's probably fucking exploded in the turkeys, bro. Like, all
It's
kinds of.
The shit's like velvet smooth. It's not hot and spicy. This is quality that I produce.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Yeah, the ash is just freaking white. It's just smokes, it's smooth, you know. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah.
Y'all come
Oh yeah,
over to
man.
Discord, man.
Yeah, man. You got a lot. You don't you might not know this, bro. But it's people following your step, bro. It's a lot of people that
I would
follow
hope
you,
so.
Carl.
I would
Oh,
hope
it
that
is,
they would,
man. It is
because
because you.
they need to
It
see
is
what's
because
possible.
you can see
It's
this. You
possible.
saw the results, man. You saw the result, and that's big different. That people telling you one thing, but you can see the results and you stop, bro. You know what I mean? It's different,
I've been showing that room for almost 5 years or 5 years now. I've showed, you know how many pounds of weed I've showed? I guarantee you I've showed more pounds of weed than anybody in this cannabis community.
Bro, I just love the way you make the genetics express,
And
bro. I
and,
tell you, I just
and I'm
freaking
like
I
an open
love it.
book. I'm like an open book, bro. You ask me a question, I'll tell you. I don't say, bro, hit my Patreon. I want to see everybody eat, bro. I want to see everybody see these
There we
results, man.
go.
I'm a poor ass motherfucker that came up with nothing, bro. Literally, like for me to have anything in
Respect.
life, it came from me, bro. Nobody handed me nothing. So I'd
That's
like to
why
see
we gotta
somebody
help.
like,
We gotta
man,
help as many as we can.
man.
Fuck yeah. We are, bro. There's a lot of growers doing great.
Man,
Oh yeah, bro. It's a lot of people that follow you. I'm telling you, dude. I've seen a lot of people do what you're doing, bro, because they've seen the results, man. And you speak the
And
truth. Don't get me wrong. People might take you the wrong way, bro, but man, you speak because you know it. You know what I mean?
it's nothing opinionated. And if I speak opinionated, I'm laughing and joking about it. But I speak facts, bro, and because I've fucked up enough.
Hmm.
The big
Exactly,
joke in the
dude.
canna community is I grew weed for 20 years before I knew how to fucking grow. It's the fucking truth. It's who I was around. It's not like you just know this from fucking, oh, I'm gonna grow science my way through crops. I did for 20 fucking years. I didn't know
There we
shit.
go.
Then the Cubans showed up in my life and I was like, motherfuck, bro. And then I just ran with it. I've had her
Yeah,
for 8 years. The Cubans showed up in my life a little over 8 years ago. So that tells you my life changed a little over 8 years ago. I was by his side for fucking 2.5 years before I finally settled into this shit. I was so hard headed like LeVeLz.
oh,
All right,
yeah,
y'all.
man. But I mean, hey, it was nice talking to you guys. Caro, respect levels, respect, man, and
THC, thank you for coming up, brother. Happy
hey, man,
Thanksgiving.
thank you for doing the show, bro, and showing
Anytime.
around, man, and
Thanks for
keeping
coming
the
up.
community together.
Hell yeah, man. We got to. We all got to stick together. We all.
Exactly, man. And like I said, just holler at me if you guys need anything, bro. You know, I'm here for the same, bro. We for the love of the planet.
Appreciate that, bro.
Let's become. We need to become one, bro. You know what
Yeah,
I
because
mean?
we all know each other because of this plant, man. This plant brought us
Exactly.
together.
Exactly. And I appreciate you, man, for telling me in. And Carl, respect, man. Have a good night.
Brother.
It's all love, man.
See ya, brother.
THC,
And I'll see you in the
everybody
next one.
chat. See y'all in the next one. See y'all Sunday morning, waking and baking. Growers love. See y'all in the Discord in about 2 minutes. Cheers, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving, man. We had a fire fucking show. There was a lot of knowledge. Feel like a lot of growers. Vision. Come over to Discord, Vision. I'm gonna put the link here again. Go create it. I'll let you in, bro. Anybody want to come over, kick it? We're about to have a session. Discord. Other than that, growers love. Smoke that like button. Let's get 100 likes. Carl, as always, thanks for coming up, bro.
Thanks for having me on, brother.
Fuck yeah. See you in a minute, brother. Day 63. Day 63 of flower. And man, we got Cola City, man. Cola City. Hopefully we break our record. It'd be nice. Man, everything's leaning. We've been running the 18.6. for the last 7 days. Everything's just frosty, triked up. Everything falling down, leaning, as you can see. This is Sleeping Beauty, Copycat, Smuckers, Copycat, and this is another Sleeping Beauty.